Turn that down. Can't hang out tonight, but y'all have fun. All right, Dale. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. As long as you did. So we're in the front part of the store this evening. So people be in later. Everybody wants to be in later. Why doesn't anybody want to be in now? And join in me. Scoot, what's up? Mr. Deck, what's up? Everything's reversed. I'm using the front facing camera on the phone. So we're in the store part of the building. So that's just pegboard with some guns. So at least there's guns in the background. I'm looking the opposite way today. Although, because I've been using the rear camera lately, it's not. So what's going on, kids? That's right, I just undid my belt. Cool to be in the store. Yep, awesome. Not much going on. Just sitting here waiting for y'all. Unfortunately, my Gerson 2311 hasn't shipped yet. They are behind on media samples. That's what they call it when a company has them that they're going to send out to reviewers and stuff. So unfortunately, I won't be getting one till next week. I thought it was going to be this week. I was going to go to the range with it this week. That's fine because I want to go shooting just to shoot. So that's what we're going to do. Feeling better today? About normal. Haven't seen you lately. Always good to see you. Alan, how you doing today? How's the store going for you so far? So I am still making most of my income based on the electronics in my store. You know, for those of you that don't know, I do two different things. Not only do I do guns, but I also do like odds and ends and stuff. So like electronics and things like that. And that's where the majority of my income is still coming from. Growing the gun store side of it is very slow because you have to get your name out there. You have to get people coming in, talking to you, things like that. So that takes a little bit of time. Let me turn on Do Not Disturb because I know some motherfucker's going to come up in here and send me a text or something stupid while we're talking. But yeah. You ever, anybody, now this is a question for any of you that have tattoos out there. Any of you ever wake up one day and you're just like, holy shit, I got tattoos? Like, you don't, just my brain. But yeah, so ask me anything. I'm in on the gun store side tonight. I'm sitting like a small child tonight. RG, what's up? How you doing, man? That AR pistol would look really good in your home safe, RG. Just saying. A-okay, good, man. How's your treatments going and stuff? You doing all right? Turn this off. Oh. Almonds. I love almonds. Almonds are good for you. The Colorado bill passed the House last night. Move. Sorry, Colorado unfortunately has been the location for some bad stuff throughout the decades, so a lot more gun control will more easily pass through states like Colorado, California, New York, and New Jersey than they will through other states. Sorry, it sucks, man. Is that your holy shirt you had on? Yep, it's because I filmed that this morning. This is my holy shirt. This is my shirt with the holes in it. I've had this shirt so long, that it's got holes. Also, stop looking at my penis. My penis is not for your consumption, fella. That sucks for Colorado, yeah. Oh, you're just passing on the info. Gotcha. By the way, I'm allergic to nuts. You watched my video. Thank you. It's the only reason I can think of for the G3X to really exist. I gotta stop snacking. I've been eating healthier snacks, but I'm trying to lose weight, so. All you new people, come in, say hi. Let us know what's going on. Say something. Don't just sit there going, hey, what's this guy doing? This guy is sitting here to talk to you. He's going to answer your questions tonight. If you have them, let me know. Yeah, Colorado, man. Well, you've got Columbine. Wasn't Columbine Colorado? But you also had the theater massacre, and there's been a lot of stuff. What's up with the pegboard? I'm not in the gun room. I'm in the front part of the store, and that one separates the other office. That used to be a giant open window, but I closed off the window, and I'm just using it for background. Sorry, fluorescent lights blow out the sensors on phones. How many guns you got? With access to distributors and a good credit card, I have as many as I will ever need, want, or petition myself to buy. So how's Air Max doing these days? Sorry, might as well check stuff while we're talking. So I don't normally use this part of the building. I'm normally in the gun room for these, but figured I'd just kind of pop in here, see what's going on. Come on. Taurus G3 Tactical, good or pass? As long as you can get it for a fair price, it's definitely a go. I would not recommend paying over $400 for one if you can find one for under $400. There's plenty of places that are blowing them out at $400. That's what I would suggest. I don't really... Damn it. I don't really suggest paying like the $500 that they tend to show at. Oops. Well, looks like I gotta go to Kaiser, West Virginia. Also, it's keyboard week here. I just won one. All good. Hope all is well. Pretty much. Thoughts on the FN Reflex XL? So I am personally getting tired of all these micro guns just getting slightly bigger, and then they're adding XXL, XLX, macro, monster, LS, like the Meta with the long slide. I think they just need to stop that shiz. Guns aren't cars. Okay, you don't need to generationally make them larger every year. For those of you that don't know, a current Toyota Corolla is larger than a 1997 Toyota Camry because of generational growth. That's why we wound up getting the Yaris in the United States, was because the Corolla got too big. They needed a subcompact, so they brought the Yaris. So guns don't need to do that. I don't like a small gun that's been upscaled because there's always compromises. And that gun was never designed to be upscaled. They just did it because Canik came out with their Meta MC9 LS and guns like the, what was it, the CC from that other company. I don't feel very good today. Thoughts on the SIG P320? So, outside of everybody with their overzealous, they fire on their own, the guns themselves are actually really good. They're really solid. So you have to be cognizant of a SIG 320. I will point out that Glock 19 and SIG 320s both lack thumb safeties. They both lack grip safeties, and they are two of the most prolific accidental discharge guns to ever get released. And because we have the internet and social media, they became the thing that people know them for. But overall, SIG 320s are a very solid gun. You just have to understand that you have no thumb safety and no trigger safety unless you get an M18. Probably the moonshine. Yeah, you know what? I don't drink. So this is just me being a stupid human being. Don't do shout outs, sorry. Do I have none of my mods in here tonight? Wow, this is an interesting evening. Yeah, so the M17 and the M18 are available with manual safeties, and you can actually add manual safeties to a SIG 320 if you really, really want to. Huh. That's weird. Well, we'll see what happens. You thought you were? All right, well, I thought you were too, but maybe while you were gone, what happened, but here you go. RG, watch kids for me. It's crazy. You have a decent amount of them. Yeah, but I haven't been doing the Wednesday live streams in a while. I know Stone wasn't going to be here because he does Bible camp, Bible studies, Bible whatever. So he's probably at church. Justin said he's coming back later. Not sure where Zaxon is. But I also don't need people to be here every single live. It just makes it a little easier sometimes. Do you prefer manual safeties? Not really. If a gun has a safety, I use it, but I don't have to have it. One of my favorite guns is the SIG 320X5 Legion. Has no safeties on it. So literally no, yeah. Whether it has safeties or not doesn't bother me. I just know that when they have them, I use them. Your first gun purchase and thinking of going with the P320. Yeah, it's a good choice. Go for it, man. Just like I said, just use it. You know, practice with it. Practice holstering and drawing the thing, making sure that you practice not having your finger anywhere near your trigger guard when you reholster the firearm. Things like that will, at the end of the day, will be what you need to practice in order to be like comfortable with the 320 platform. A lot of people aren't comfortable with it because they want some sort of safety. Like a Glock has a trigger safety at the very least. Thoughts on the Super Soakers? I haven't played with Super Soakers in a long, long time. Where is the safety on a 320? The only safety that a SIG 320 has is a firing pin block, which is a drop safety. It does not have any sort of safety that you can interact with as a user. It's a passive safety. Is that a pellet rifle up top? Yes, the very top one is a Ruger. It's the something Air Hog 2 or something like that. It's the one that shoots at like 1500 FPS. Yeah, it's a break action barrel, 22 caliber. No, that one's a 177, sorry. Very powerful air gun. As a FFL and stuff comes in, man, I'm going to buy it from people, and I got it pretty cheap. It doesn't have the scope that it originally should have had, and now it has just a red dot on it. What did I do with the Spectre comp? Stone bought it from me. How have I been with the food this week? Pretty good. Like, actively, I'm avoiding eating things that are bad, and it's really tiring. I'm frustrated when I, because I was at this store and I'm like, ooh, I can get a cupcake. And then I'm like, shouldn't eat cupcake, dumbass. So then I came home and ate carrots. M18 versus 320, and M18 is a 320. It's just a militarized version of the 320. So the M17 and M18s are 320s, they just happen to have manual safeties, and it's also the way you get the base version of the gun with an optics cut. No full autos, Jackson. I'm not really interested in them personally. They would be cool, but not at the kind of money they command. Send you the list we talked about. I'll be dead honest with you, RG. My brain is so fried these days. I don't remember what list we were talking about. So, I think we were talking about my pawn list. If that's the list you're talking about, I'll probably get it tomorrow. Is it legal to own an Uzi? Absolutely, as long as the Uzi is older than 1986. Hey, Mouse, what's up? What's a 30-round clip? Use correct terminology, please. You like the red shirt. Yeah, the problem is if I go to an unexplored planet, I'm usually the first one to go down. Hey, Taco, what's going on? We got time, no sweat. We're here. That's what counts. Nice. Springfield Echelon or a Ruger RXM? I'm going to go with the Echelon because the Ruger RXM is just a Gen 3 Glock. It's just a clone of a Gen 3 Glock. And I don't like Glocks. So I'll take the Echelon. He met the Clippers. Wait, what's the highest amount of bullets I can put in a 50 cal sniper? Number one, sniper is a position in a military or militia or an individual who conducts themselves as a precision marksman for somebody. And in terms of what's the number that you can put in there, it varies from gun to gun, my friend. What am I drinking in the Coke bottle? It's just flavored water. How about this? Do you have a 30-30 Smith & Wesson? Oh, who in the what now? What's up? It's been a while. Hey, nerds, what's up, man? We're okay. You're going to me if there's ever a zombie outbreak. I wouldn't recommend it because if there's a zombie outbreak, I'm shooting anybody that comes near my door. Have you seen the Gorilla Mag for Glock? It holds like 45 rounds. I have not. Again, I really don't mess with like extended mags, things like that. Personally, I believe that the factory built parts, the factory available parts are the superior parts. There are some aftermarket parts and aftermarket companies I do believe in, but when it comes to magazines and stuff, there's very few aftermarket magazine manufacturers that I'll mess with. Magpul for AR-15s, but they make a ton of OEMs. Obviously, Mechgar is making like 80% of all the OEM mags in the world. And then you've got companies like ETS and ProMag who can just suck a big fat one. What was my most expensive gun? I've got several guns that are a few grand each. Like right now, if I were to sell one, like my STI Grandmaster would probably be one of my more expensive guns, but I never pay the kind of money that people normally do. So, what is the Top Gun? The Top Gun's a pellet gun, Mouse. Oh, Mouse, can you own an 81 HK VP70? Michael, you're using the internet, which means you have a modicum of intelligence and literacy because you were able to type something in the first place and get onto Google and onto YouTube. So please type real words. What about magazines for the 2011s? So differing ones like Staccato, Gerson, TSOS, the Springfield Prodigy, they all use Checkmates mags, and Checkmate makes decent mags for all those different companies. They're absolutely fine. Again, that is one manufacturer manufacturing for a bunch of OEMs, so they're good. Last week I thought you said the hollow points were illegal in New Jersey. From what I read, if I misunderstood, you use them for hunting or gun range. They're not illegal. What I said was it's illegal to carry concealed with hollow points. You can use them for home defense, you can use them while hunting, and you can use them in other situations, but you cannot use them for self-defense. Do you have a Glock 19? Sure do. Sorry, I have my screen turned the other way today, so I'm turning my head the opposite way, but since my camera's reversed, it looks like I'm not. Look, I got the Mr. B smile. I know you have a couple PCs. Do you game at all? I do game, but I don't like do a whole lot of like competitive or multiplayer. I do like Star Trek Online, but I don't do Call of Duty. I don't do games like that. I'm not good enough with my nerve damage, my hands, everything all fucked up the way I am. I get destroyed. What would be your first upgrade on a 320? It depends on which version of the 320 you buy. Like personally, I wouldn't buy a stock version. I was standard version. I would go with at least the X full. And since they have removable control unit, fire control units, the FCU, first thing I would do is get a better grip module. I obviously can't pick up a gun to show you, but on a SIG 320, the slide lock slide release on the X frames, there's a ledge just underneath the slide lock slide release. So when I'm riding high on the side of the gun, pretend this is the side of the gun, when I'm riding high on it, my palm can actually wedge between the frame and the slide lock and lock it open. So it's usually the frame is the first thing I change on a 320. Favorite gun are 1911s. If you came across and want it for a rebuild project, I'll keep an eye open. I know where there's some really solid ones, but they're like the T series, so you're talking like $1,500-$1,600. Do I have a 38 Special Rock Island? No, KP. Scope versus Brown. If Supreme Court rules in favor, could wipe out all assault weapons ban. I think there should be no assault weapons ban. I think that every gun should be legal until you, as the individual owner, prove that you cannot be trusted to own that firearm, at which point it gets taken from you and sold to somebody who knows how to not be a dick. Gotcha. I'll keep my eyes open, but that's the only one I know of right now, RG. EDC is normally a 1911. Currently, the two that I'm switching between are my Springfield Operator and my Para Ordnance Black Ops. Can you put your website in the chat? No, but you can go ahead and look it up. It's just Win City Armory. WINCITYARMORY.com. There's not a lot of guns on there. If you want to do special orders, new guns, things like that, then you just got to send me a message. You wish the Hearing Protection Act passes? Is that the one that's supposed to get suppressors delisted or something? Do I have videos on both? Yes. If you look through my back catalog, you will find videos on both of those guns. Pretty much every gun that I own, I've done a video on. Yeah, we'll see if that passes. It's a really difficult thing. The only thing that could really push it through is if Elon is whispering hard enough in Trump's ear. Sorry, I ate 2 almonds and now my tongue is swelling up. Is the VP70 made in 81? Yeah. But I thought you could have the line if it was created before, but maybe I'm wrong. FN509's any good? If so, which models? I don't trust any of the 5 Series. I've been saying it since the first time I played with one. RG, I think their plastics are inferior on the 5 Series, yet they raised their price for their handguns. The guns shoot really good, but I don't trust their plastics. Their plastics are like not reinforced like they used to be, so they're much softer and they can have problems. What's my opinion on the IWI Jericho 941? I prefer the steel frame 941s. The polymer, like the enhanced, the newest generation of them, they all shoot really good, but it's the Jericho is just a CZ75 with a bull nose, basically. Let me check. I want it. Looks sweet. Yeah, it's a pretty cool pistol. It's my buddy's. It's got the original box and I think 3 mags. Is the FN in general a good company? FN in general is a solid company. However, they went just kind of like Staccato did when they went from STI to Staccato. FN went from the FNX and the FNS, FNP lines to the 5 Series. The 5 Series is their full commercial series guns. There's like no hand fitting, no any kind of interaction really. They're manufactured like a Glock is. So they gave them looser tolerances, cheaper materials, yet they kept the price the same or even raised it, which in my opinion was a stupid thing for them to do. Correct. 9mm Parabellum, 9mm Luger mouse. Funny, just saw a video on the 941. Yep. KP, yes. As long as the gun has been taken care of, you can shoot a gun from 1922 all day long. I have a 1907 pocket hammerless that I fire every now and then. No problem, mouse. Is what a 9M? We'll do some research. Be back later. All right, dude. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure VP70s are on the CNR list. Can't show stuff because I'm in the store and the rest of the guns all have prices on them. So, yeah, that wall is just where I've been putting some long guns. I'm actually going to be putting up slat wall on this wall, and this is where I'm going to actually have rifles and stuff that are for sale. I just haven't gotten around to it yet because it gets expensive to do walls. Roy, how do you feel about the Riley Defense Rack 47? I think their quality still needs some work. When I was at Middletown back in 2023 to the end of 2023, we had 3 of them come back because they had head spacing issues. I don't recommend the Rack 47. I would take a Century Vishka before I take a Rack 47. No offense to Riley, but they were either trying to rush to market with their guns or they just didn't care about their quality control. But yeah, literally we had 3 of them that were firing just out of battery, which is possible on AK-47 platforms when the head spacing is not good. What was the first gun I bought? First gun I bought was a Rock Island double stack 1911 in 9mm. Is the bottom AR pistol the one you're talking about? Yep, it's over on the website too. It's on the main web page at Wind City Armory. It's on the handgun for some reason. Well, technically it's a pistol. But yeah, it's got like a Radian charging handle, Radian trigger guard. I mean, otherwise it's all mil-spec internals. Do I have a taser gun that shoots out? Nope. What about Pioneer Arms Help Up? If I'm not mistaken, the Pioneer Arms is Turkish built, isn't it? Let me double check. Pioneer. Pistol, or Pioneer out of Poland. Sorry. So I don't really have an opinion on them. I've never messed with them. I can tell you I don't like guns with. I don't like rifle caliber firearms without at least a brace. Hey, Zaxxon, what's up? Which is my most favorite gun ever? My most favorite gun ever. I don't really. I can't really say. I've had a lot of guns. And I don't know. Maybe the next gun I buy will be my favorite. I keep coming back to my 320 X5 Legion and all of my 1911s that are slightly more modernized. Have a good night, KP. Hey, coffee guy, what is going on? Bennett says GTA. Not really. Yeah, people don't seem to understand there's a limit to what I'm willing to deal with. But hey, you know what? Come in. Be a dick. See what happens. So we're not going super long tonight. I just wanted to do one from in here. Makes my night to see your pretty face. How you doing, Levi? You guys have less bears. I don't personally. I know where there's a couple I could get if I really needed them, though. Brunette or blondes? Black hair or redhead is my choices. Like natural black hair, oh, they usually have killer eyes, like really light blue or even diamond colored. A lot of people don't realize that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Something's wrong tonight. Everything just feels off. Bought any cars lately? Nope, not since I bought the Navigator. Everything, and I mean everything, is on hold right now while I get the store going. The only reason I bought the Navigator is because I need it for the company. Going to pick up an SPO1. Any custom shops you'd recommend to get it ported and Cerakoted? Nobody near me that I could recommend. I wish I had somebody I could send you to on that one. I apologize. Looks good. Talk tomorrow if available. I'll reach out to you tomorrow, RG. We'll see what happens. SFR, what's going on? How are you tonight? Sorry. I'm being annoyed by the set screw on my Harrington Arms comp sticking out just far enough to annoy me. And of course, the frickin' thing that's just small enough to work in it isn't in here. Where is it? Who knows? Who knows, Daddy? Who knows? So, it's one thing I hate whenever I loan out my tools. They always come back missing something. There we go. Your opinion on CZ Scorpion with a brace on it? I bought it in December. CZ Scorpions are good guns. Just, you know, it's a 9mm, you know, PDW, PCC, whichever way you prefer to call it. They're fine. Doing good. My new test indicator came in for my concentricity gauges. Nice. Full Metal, what's up? James, what's going on? P320 for $720 decent? No. A standard P320 should be well under $500. If somebody's charging you $700 and it's not at least an X full, you're getting ripped off. What do you think is your opinion is a better gun type, 9mm or 10mm? See, that's not a real good question, and I'm not saying it to be mean or anything. The caliber of the gun doesn't matter nearly as much as the gun that shoots the bullet. Because you could have a really good 9mm or a really crappy 9mm. Same thing with 10mm. So if you're talking about which round is preferable, 9 is cheaper and more readily available. 10 is faster, bigger. It will do a lot more damage. But in terms of which round is better, that's a personal opinion that you have to figure out by shooting both a lot. Do I carry pepper spray when I CCW? No, I carry a gun, my friend. If I'm going to be pulling anything, it's going to be the gun. Yes, Mountain Man, I have heard of the super safeties. I think they're a waste of money. And they keep on yes, knowing. The government keeps trying to go after them. It's not worth it. Just get a Franklin Armory binary or just learn to go really fast with your finger. There's dudes out there that can run an AR with just their regular finger that's faster than the super safety bullcrap. Should I just keep it? I'm not happy with it, or care about owning it. Again, that's a personal question. I can't really tell you. If you can get all your money back, or at least the vast majority of your money back, I'd say move on from it if you don't like it. But if you're going to lose a lot of money and you don't need to sell it, keep it. The G2 series from Taurus, how's the trigger? It's fine. It's a double strike capable gun, which means it's a double action trigger, even though there's no decocker on the gun. So it's never going to be a super smooth. It's never going to be a 1911 CZ Walther P99 trigger, but they're fine. But the gun itself is not a target pistol anyway, so it's good for what it is. RG is saying Keystone Cerakote in Honesdale, Pennsylvania does fantastic work and they're reasonable. Do they do DLC coding? Person holding the gun, I think, matters more. That is true. Glocker 1911. I will never pick a Glock, ever. And I will never take a 40 cal over another caliber, especially if another caliber is available. I tried my buddies and it shoots really fast. The only time it would go, I would get one is for like a 22 for shits and giggles. Yeah, like you said, it's the problem is the U.S. government keeps on trying to go after the companies like FRT and Super Safety and all these companies that make these, even though they are technically within the law, because they're devices. And I don't even know if this is something they're doing on purpose, but it's the same way. Remember, FRTs were illegal for like a year. If they're not installed properly, they function as a machine gun. But it does require you boogering it up. But a device that is developed by a very small company for a very small amount of money could inadvertently create that failure point without even realizing it. And that's what happened, which is why FRT, I think, won their case, because as they said, just like anything else in this world, if you use something the way it's designed to be used, it functions in the way it was created. If you use something in a way that it's not meant for, that's when you get fuckery. I don't think they said that in court exactly, but you know what I'm saying. If, Viagra is a vasodilator. It was never meant to treat erectile dysfunction, but it works great for it. So people use it off label and they created Viagra. Same thing with Ozempic. It's supposed to be for diabetics, but because rich fat bitches want to lose weight without actually exercising, they decided to corrupt the pharma world. So now Ozempic is like $1,100 for 30 pills because stupid people who don't want to actually put in the work would rather spend $1,200 to try to lose weight instead of, putting down the fucking chicken. DLC is a nitrate coating, i.e. it gets dipped in a melted salt. Yeah, I was just seeing if they did it. Do I like the new high power? No, because FN is lying. It's not an actual high power. If you actually look, I did a video on it. The FN high power as it exists today with ambi safeties, no way of stopping the slide. It doesn't disable the trigger. It's literally an FNS9 or an FNH9 in a high power body. Literally. It has the same hammer, same trigger, same internals, functions exactly the same way. So the new high power, they literally took their FNH9 and put it in the high power body. Boom, 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 boom. What about a wheelchair? Ow. I think I could beat you in a fight. Maybe, Eden. And if you do, congratulations. I learned my lesson. But why are we fighting? Let's be real. They're not getting fat eating chicken. Well, yeah, honestly, SFR. But I used to use the term Kentucky Fried Champion. Justin. That's why I just steal the Ozempic. Dude, my doctor tried to put me on it. It was $1,100 for a 30-day supply. No. So the new high power is transgender. I wouldn't call it transgender. I would call it dissociative identity, not transgender. You bought a 3D printer. Nice, Crino. Sorry for asking twice. I didn't hear your response. P320 X Full for $720. Is that a decent price? I still don't think that's a good price. The X Full is just not that expensive a gun. So, I mean, you can get an M17, which is optics cut, has the safety and everything, and they sell from most places for $100 less than that. Yeah, I don't think that's a good price at all. Fun fact, the ATF is illegally showing up people's houses who bought a 3D printer in California. The ATF can suck the big falota. You printed a P80? Well, there you go. Easy on the fridge gun. Yeah, so if you're into that stuff, that's cool and all that. It's really not what I'm into, but I'm happy for you guys. Do I see CW 9mm or 45? Well, it varies depending on whether or not I'm checking out a new gun. When I was looking at the Gerson Influencer X for a month, I was carrying that, and that was in 9mm, but typically I carry a 45 ACP 1911. Hello, Blair. Would you ever learn gun fu? Somebody watched that movie with Sean Bean and Christian Bale. I don't know why, but I'm bored right now. Like, I can't. I'm bored. Somebody say something fun. Do I like the movie Big Trouble in Little China? I have not seen that in probably 25 years, man. It was a really good movie when it came out. Hasn't aged well. Kurt Russell, man. Zaxxon has finally come around. Hold on a second. There we go. Hey, try removing that comment real quick, Zaxxon. I want to see if it removes it. Boom, 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 boom. We love you. Thank you. Why you bored? I don't know. Just, damn it, it did remove it. Put it back. I was hoping that it would keep it there so that you'd never be able to remove the fact that you said that, even though it was ironical. Yeah, I know. Thoughts on M4 rifles? We don't get true M4 rifles as civilians. If you're talking about select fire M4 rifles, then you got to look at the pre-86 M16 M4 stuff, and that stuff is too expensive. Although, did you see the EV Daytona Scat Pack freaking crushes the Hellcat Red Eye? Have I seen Mr. In Between? Yes, I have. Who's Tex? Hello, what's your favorite gun? 1911s are my favorite firearm. It's also why you don't see me selling them very often, because I usually keep all my 1911s. GC Dodge has a stockpile of EVs and they can't give them away? Yep, that's why they moved up the release of the inline 6 Hurricane, the 6-pack Chargers, to summer instead of next year. Bring back the Viper. The Viper got discontinued because it could no longer meet NTSB crash tests. That car, if they had gone back to a straight convertible, they probably could have gotten like certification bypasses in order to keep that car as a production vehicle. But because they put a hard top back on that car, even though it's fully removable, it no longer was able to meet side crash ratings and things like that. So that car is no longer legal. They can't produce it because it wouldn't be street legal. Joe comes in with the $2. Are you able to show your favorite firearm? I apologize, my friend. I cannot pick up guns while on live. YouTube, Google, they have a policy that absolutely forbids it. Their algorithm will shut down my live stream in a New York picosecond if I pick up a firearm. Let's see. There were 2 of those 6-cylinder engines on Sick Week this year. Is Gerson a good brand? Yes, they are. They run fine. They're solid. They reduced the number of MIM parts to just a couple, inconsequential parts actually, and they run great. Factory tune 575. Yeah, so the Hurricane Twin Turbo 6 is going to be factory rated at 575, but they're going to be able to, they haven't officially announced the Hellcat replacement version of that engine, SFR, but there's speculation that the Twin Turbo will be able to produce over 800 horsepower on that block. Factory, I mean, like with a factory warranty, over 800 horsepower. I'm here, Huckleberry. I'll be your Huckleberry. The Viper brake and clutch pedals are too close together. C7 Corvettes are that way too. I actually had to drive one barefoot from Virginia Beach all the way back to Northern Virginia. You're going to pick up that dagger I bought from you tomorrow. Glad to hear it, dude. For home defense, would you get a 12 gauge or a pistol? I have a 12 gauge. I also have an AR-15 and a 1911 as backups. Someone did that on Sick Week in an early 2000s Dakota. That's pretty cool. Can't wait for the first swap. According to SFR, somebody's already done that. Cryo. I'm going to say 24. So, So yeah, what I'm intending on doing. So my dad has, it's bounced around in the family. So my dad has an '06 Night Runner Ram. It's the all blacked out one. If you've ever seen them, they have black chrome, all that shit. He bought a new engine for it, so he's pulling his engine out of it, even though there's really nothing wrong with the engine. It just needed heads. But I'm buying his old Hemi from him. Yeah, 252,000 miles on the original Hemi and no lifter tick, which is amazing. But I'm going to rebuild that engine. I'm going to put 6.1 heads on it, 6.1 cam, 6.1 intake, Hellcat oil pump, which is, we'll save it, new lifters, all that stuff. And I'm going to find a quad cab manual transmission Dakota from like 2002 and older. I think 99 to 2002 was the quad cab Dakotas. And I'm going to build a RT manual transmission 3rd gen Eagle Hemi Dakota. Love the thumbnail for the video. Yeah. No, shotgun first, pistol is your backup. Would you rather have something that has a spread, or do you want to try to put something that close when you're tired? It goes shotgun, AR, pistol. Rhino, gotcha. Put a T56 trans in it. Oh, I'll do something. Obviously, because the manual transmission quad cab 2-wheel drive trucks were usually that. Remember, they did a 3.7 or a 3.9 or something like that. You've been trying to find a red dot for your MC 1911, but you've unable to find a site due to the footprint. Won't be a good site for it. So Gerson's use the RMSC. I would recommend. I believe it's RMSC. Maybe like the Holosun EPS carry. Notice the wall never has revolvers. Do you not like them? I only have a few of them, and I don't put those up because those are personal collection guns. And honestly, just revolvers. I put up what interests me. I know I should put up more stuff that interests other people, but my wall is my decoration, so I'm not a big revolver guy. So I've got a GP100, an SP101, and an EAA Windicator. I've also got the 460 Smith & Wesson X-frame. VP70Z looks really cool. I think I could apply for it to be curio, but having trouble finding it on the list. It's the first polymer frame pistol. Yeah, so I think under the curio it should be able to be admitted. But yeah, let me know and I'll put you. I'll get you. In contact with my buddy who owns it. But yeah, it's a really cool gun. It's basically a high point because it's just a straight blowback gun. But yeah, they're really cool. Now I wish it was the Z or the V. Because the V is the one that was automatic. Do I like knives? They're fine. Who is that behind you? Who? Nobody's behind me. Good selections. Thank you. Mouth says, okay, be in touch. Yep. What's your choice of shotgun round for home defense? Just number 8 buck. Excuse me. Yeah, number 8. Not number 8 birdshot and then double aught buck. Excuse me. So I have 3 rounds of number 8 birdshot and then 3 rounds of double aught buck and 1 round of slug. How do I feel about the PSA 5.7 PDW? You're talking about the one that's imitating the HK MP7. It's going to be interesting if it actually gets to market. The air gun is a 177 pellet. So it's the 177 pellet air gun. Don't do shout outs, my friend. Sorry. Yeah, I'll definitely check one out when they come out. I really need to get in contact with PSA. Number one, I'm not on their FFL list because my FFL is so new. But also, I need to get them to start sending me some shit for reviews. So I have Rock Island, Gerson, and I'm on the list for the LFA Apollo as well as the Fusion Firearms XP Pro, but I have to wait for them to become available. Justin thinking he's DB. Thoughts on the Siley Red Dot RMSC? I happen, YouTube, hold on, look that way for a second. I'm not touching a gun, but I don't want to take a risk that they're going to think that I am. Yeah, there you go. Hi. This is a bag of red dots, just random red dots I have laying around. And there you go. There's a Siley right there. This is the one I like. Siley actually sent this one out to me. It's their Cat Zero. It's actually got a pretty good window on it for the size. I had that on one of my guns. Let's see. There's a CV Life I had on something. It's my Romeo 1 Pro off my SIG 320. And what's this guy? Oh yeah, the Votatu. I like Votatu. Check out this company if you haven't. Botatsu with their PMD. This is the 506, which is the one that can co-witness, right? Yeah, it's got a little bit of a trench in the back with a full-size gun. But yeah, I have a random bag of red dots. I also have a gas pedal for an AR-15 for some reason. What footprint is the CV Life is the RMSC footprint. We can see your screen. Good. There's nothing on that screen that is doxing me. My Wind City Armory, that's my actual Gmail. I don't care if you see the screen. I show it all the time. Thoughts on homemade suppressors? Well, manufacture of suppressors is highly regulated, so I refuse to give my opinion on it. People know that I believe that we should be able to do whatever we want with accessories. That's about all I'll go into with that. That's all I gotta say about that. You'll be back with your proper name. All right. Have you eaten anything exciting lately? No, sir. I've been avoiding a lot of stuff. Sway, what's up? Leave a like on the stream. Yeah, everybody. So I do this roughly every hour or so. I ask you guys to do me a big favor and hit the like button and possibly the subscribe button. Google suggests my videos based on your interaction with my channel. So by hitting the like button, by subscribing, by leaving comments and interacting, what it does is it shows Google that this channel is promotable. But not only that, it also shows them that there is a channel in the two-way sphere that isn't dedicated to being full of dumbassery and sensationalism. I literally film on a couch. I am going to go to the range this weekend with a couple of my guns just to do some shooting videos. But for the most part, I'm a very, very different type, just in the fact that I'm not trying to be the next Demo Ranch. I'm not trying to be Brandon Herrera. I'm not trying to be any of these guys. I'm just a dumbass with a camera phone and time. So hit the likes. Have you tried the Kimber Mako? Yes, I have. They're usually on sale too. They're a pretty solid gun, man. Do you have to use a footprint plate to use the Holosun on your Gerson? So the Gerson I was using it on is the Gerson Influencer X, and no, it's direct mount. You were looking into that Cat Zero for your Canik TTI. I would almost think that that's going to be too small for the TTI, because the TTI is based on the SFT and the SFT Pro. I know it comes with a lot of plates, but I would almost say that's too small for that gun, because that's a mid-sized gun. So overall, that size is almost close to what I have on like a 320. Honestly, the slide really is. So if you look at the difference, like this is a Romeo 1 Pro. This is what normally sits on my SIG 320, and this is the size of the Siley. So just keep that in mind. It's a much, much smaller red dot. Is that a pellet gun? Everybody has some good eyes tonight. Yes, the one up top is the Ruger blah, blah, blah. It's something. I can never remember the Airhawk. It's actually a pretty solid air gun. It shoots at like almost 1,500 feet per second, I think. So I'm surprised no one has gotten that AR yet. So am I, Michael. So I had it advertised, and I was selling it with 100 rounds of 223, 2 mags, the light, the sights that are on it, and a frickin' sling. And people are just being doofs. And I had it up for 20% off. Is the air gun on the website? No, I didn't list the air gun on the website. I don't really have a section for that. That AR is a steal. I would think so. Like I said, it's got a Radian charging handle. It's got it's all mil spec parts, so you can easily drop in whatever you want. And then it's got the Radian underguard for the trigger guard, and it's got the light already mounted to it. Yeah, I don't charge too much for my shit, man. And believe me, for what I paid for it, I'm still making money at that price. I saw that. It's a good deal with all that. Hell yeah. Do I take pride in my guns? Yes, I believe I do. My personal guns, yes. Now, I am the guy who threw a $2,000 CZ down range because I thought it was funny, but there was a reason behind me doing that. But in general, yeah, I do respect my guns, even though I'm not afraid to use them or get them dinged up. The charging handle is expensive alone. Yep. Miguel, you got to go to the website. You can't discuss for sale prices on, especially since I'm talking about a gun that's behind me. Go to WinCityArmory.com and just look at it. It's up on the page. That's just enhanced durability testing. Have I ever had to use a gun to protect myself? Thankfully, no. I have not had to use a gun in self-defense. I have pulled my gun on somebody because they were drawing their gun in my store without telling me what the frick they were doing. Waiting to message and ask the price, but I got no extra cash right now. I hear you, Michael. I liked your video game haul number 14 where you showed Namco Museum Volume 3. Wow. That's a deep cut. That's an old school video, man. I haven't really done anything with video game hunting in a long time, especially since COVID. Actually, you can tell when COVID really first got to the United States because I did it back in 17. I think I got a version of it. Are Taurus handguns really as bad as people say they are? I've never bought one of them because of how cheap they are. No. So what you need to do is not listen to everybody but use caution. Go to a gun range that will let you rent one, especially if you're on the fence, and see what you personally think of the gun. I think they're fine. You're buying a sub $300 gun, so you have to take that with a grain of salt in that it's going to be the quality of a sub $300 gun, but they're not as bad as everybody says. Then why do you have so many guns? Because I'm a gun store and a gun enthusiast, and you've never seen all my guns. So trust me. Being an enthusiast doesn't automatically denote some sort of darker meaning behind liking guns. Guns are just like somebody owning video games or somebody having a car collection or a Hot Wheels collection or a book collection. Guns can be investments if you buy them right. They are really cool to take a look at and see how different actions are manufactured and to extract the most possible accuracy out of a gun is interesting. You've got over 2,000 rounds on your G3X with 0 malfunctions. There you go. Now, Taurus does have a bit of a history with having questionable quality control, but when they moved a lot of manufacturing, like the G series is built in Bainbridge, Georgia, that seems to have helped quite a bit. Books have killed more people than guns have, i.e. the Bible and the Quran. Yeah, can't disagree with you, man. What's your take on Stogers? So it depends on which versions you're talking about. If you're talking about real Stogers from like back in the day, Stoger manufactures some decent stuff, but the current Stogers are like their shotguns are all Turkish. So I don't really care for those. Bow and arrows have unalived way more people than guns too. Dude, rocks have unalived more people. Rope has unalived more people. A sharp piece of metal has unalived more people. So more people have died to another person's whim. No individual thing has ever killed a single person. Only another person has. Okay, that's a lie. A rock that dislodges itself from a cliff has probably fallen on somebody, but you know what I mean. In terms of sheer animosity of an inanimate object, a couch has never jumped up and trampled a small chihuahua, for example. What about this Stoger STR9SC? I've heard differing opinions on it. Honest Outlaw had one. He liked it for the first shots video, but he said that it wound up breaking during his testing phase. I've heard other people say they're decent. So I don't have an opinion because I haven't shot one. Why do we say unalive? No, it's kill. Yeah, it's YouTube culture, and that's the other thing too. Not being a YouTuber, I'm not in the same. Honest Outlaw started censoring his videos. That's how serious he is about making a living on YouTube now, which scares me a little bit because that could mean that we're going to lose some of his blatant honesty. So he's going to probably have to think about things a little bit more before he talks. Whereas I, on my live streams, am cutting back on the cussing because I'm just trying to be nice. But if I want to cuss up a storm, there's literally nothing that'll stop me from doing it. In fact, if somebody drops $20, I'll say the F word at every other word for an entire minute. I just saw the price. Dang, that's a good price. I saw a stock one with nothing for the same price. Well, you talking about the AR? Yeah. A cookie jar almost killed me. Lol. Yeah. So unfortunately, Sway, that's why like when you look at like YouTube documentaries now, they won't even say words like rape or incest or some won't even say transgender. Some won't say a lot of words just because Google's algorithm wants to promote like these documentary channels. They want to maximize what they can make. So a good channel like a makeup tutorial channel, a food channel, they're probably making anywhere from $14 to $18 per 1,000 views that they get. So their cut winds up being closer to $10 for every 1,000 views they get. Whereas someone like me who looks at guns, oh my God, guns. But someone like me who looks at guns, I usually make about $5 for every 1,000 views. In fact, I think I've made off of the highest viewed video I have is on the Rock Island BBR 3.1, right? It's an absolutely stupid video, okay? That, because it's a gun video, let me go to it. I'm going to go to my analytics real quick. Please hold while we look for the things you're looking for. So if we go to videos, we go to videos, we go to videos. Fukami. Top videos. Seymour. There we go. Top videos of all time. Number one video on my channel that isn't a short is probably going to be the BBR. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Stop. Shit. Hello. People are like, why isn't he answering questions? Well, because I can't see them because I only have one monitor going right now. You'll be fine. I'm stupid and I tried looking it up the wrong way, okay? All right, so the Rock Island 3.1-inch BBR has 565,000 views, okay? If we go to the analytics on that one, in terms of the money I've made, that video with 500,000 views, I've made $2,300 off of that video, which is actually more than I expected. Which is my highest performing video on the channel. The next one is the Let There Be a Light. That's where I changed the headlight in my Chrysler 200 the wrong way. And that one has had 189,000 views. but I made more money off of that one. So I made over $1,100 on 189,000 views. So gun channels, we get the short end of the stick. With the keyboard up my phone, Joe looks like Wilson on Home Improvement. Oh. Heidi ho, neighbor, you know. Trump just said he's open to ending NFA requirements for SBRs and suppressors. Good. You want exceptional handmade 1911? Go to the backwoods in the Philippines. Lol. Honest thoughts on Kash Patel. Is that the guy that's running the ATF? I have no opinion on him. I'm avoiding politics at all costs. Where is the AR? Go to WinCityArmory.com. You can look at it there. You can send me a message. There's no such thing as a sniper rifle. There is a marksman's rifle and a position called sniper. I love your guns. Thank you, Easy Money. I like that video a lot. Joe just made mention it. Was adorbs. Well, thank you, Sway. I appreciate that one. Tariffs are going to make shite hella expensive. Shite's already hella expensive, man. Okay, I need sleep. Still not adjusted from the bullshit. What, you mean that spring ahead, fall back, you're not used to that shit yet? You're like 12 years older than me, aren't you? You could just choose to ignore it. Isn't there like a state in the United States that doesn't recognize daylight savings time or something? What about the Mosin PU sniper rifle? Well, it's still a marksman's rifle. It's just who's using it. You guys, the eclipse. I don't know what that means. Arizona. Thank you. For those of us that work outside, at times daylight savings time does help. Do you own a gas-operated shotgun? Yes. Daylight savings is good. Hey. Yeah, say that in the fall when you're wondering why it's getting dark. Only problem I've had with the Stoeger SC is a slide lock. I have somewhat bigger hands and have to keep my thumb away. So I have that problem. I talk about that in a lot of my more current videos because I've started shooting like PewView, like Nick from PewView, where I actually, so you've got the side of the frame. I'll actually roll my hand up. So like I'm up, my palm is up where the slide lock is now. Basically, I'm pointing forward with my thumb while gripping, you know, here. And yeah, I hit that slide lock a lot now. My happy like day to day? Maybe. So it's a shotgun that runs off farts? Yeah, but they're the farts of shotgun shells. So I get to shoot shotgun shells and use the fart to cycle my shotgun. If I ignore it, I lose an hour of work opportunities. If you ask me, if the opportunities aren't willing to wait for you, they aren't opportunities. Can you cook? Actually, I can. I choose not to, though. Mercury goes into retrograde in 2 days. My grandma told me so. Shoot, I better not make any big decisions in the next 2 days then. I love those kind of things. There you go. Am I a lefty? No, my camera is reversed. I'm using the front-facing camera, so everything's just reversed tonight. New background? No, I just didn't feel like putting the guns up in my gun room, so just decided to do it from the storefront. On the Stoeger SC, I understand how the slide lock is not in the best position, but it's small enough for me to not get in the way. There you go. So I own my own FFL, so you're not going to get me to say anybody's better than me, even though I'm not the best. I'm not giving you an option. Send me an email and I'll hook you up. What's the risks of buying a used gun online? That you don't get the gun that you actually bought. We've seen that happen to people. For those of you that don't know, Bursa, when they did the Thunder 380, they did a all stainless one with black controls, and then they did an all stainless one with stainless controls. And I had a guy that bought 3 different Bursas used, trying to get the all platinum one, and he didn't get it ever. So you just got to be careful there. Also, when you're looking at, Jesus, you weirdos. When you're looking at sites, if they don't have decent pictures, then you could have a problem. But main thing is just ask questions. Don't just buy blindly. He's trying to make a headline of Joe's store. Lol. I had the Duotone 22 stainless steel frame one. Nice. If you can't mention the gun or shoot it first, don't buy it. That's not the best way to do it, Freedom, because there are some guns that you're never going to get to see in a store, man. But you're more welcome to have your opinion. You're addicted to Fortnite. Okay, cool. Hans, what's going on? Sorry, I'm just catching up on some of these. Everybody, if you see an auction that looks like it's a weird auction from a guy in Wyoming, bid on it. Bid it high. Overbid. Oh, Brantley. Dream shotgun. Don't really have a dream shotgun. I've got a Mossberg 930 tactical. That's all the shotgun I need. I love my PSA 5.7. Had to buy one to get one in my hands. Did have an issue that was solved for $14. Yeah, that could happen. Which ones are those? Lol. Don't have a dream pistol. For a carry gun, what do you feel is more reliable? A 365X or a 43X? Neither. I carry a 1911. I'm a little concerned that my spree work World War II P38 top cover is going to fly off tonight at the range. It's loose. Only one way to find out. Just look for it. Stone doesn't bid on stuff I'm after. He doesn't like rifles. You bent the top over. You bent the top cover and it helped, but it's still loose. You'll be all right. Just if it goes past your firing line, don't just walk out there. Because then you get not safe. You carry the FEG Mark II AP, feel like James Bond with it. Nice. Thinking about putting some tape on it. I mean, if it's not on a crucial part, I mean, it's not like it's going to hurt it. Yeah, I'm just looking out my window. There's a gas station across the street from my store, and it's so busy. I have excellent scout, and I'm unassuming. Lol. I only ever carry compact handguns. How come you carry a 1911? Because I don't believe that carrying a compact handgun is a benefit. I carry the largest possible handgun I can carry that I'm comfortable shooting and concealed carrying. I'm 6'4", so I can conceal carry a 5-inch handgun, 1911, no problem. So I would rather carry a gun that I know I can very, very accurately shoot and comfortably shoot. Personal preference, man. I think all compact guns are stupid. Oh no! Well, top cover flies off. The rear sight will too. Lol. 6'5" and same. Awesome. I can conceal a Draco. Well, if you own a Draco, stay away from me. Damn, I didn't know you were big like that. Yeah, well, I'm just over 5'12". What's your opinion on Savage Company rifles? I have a 110 model from the 70s, and it's had a few problems since I've owned it. Anything can have problems. I've got the lightweight 110 Scout myself, and I've never had a problem with mine. So I would go to a gunsmith and tell them what your concerns are and see what they can do for you. Sway is 5'2". Just a wee bit shorter. You should be carrying a Deagle. I've been daily carrying my J-frame with buffalo bore 158 grains. There you go. Agreed. I'm not a fan of any compact full-size frame all day long. Yeah. So yeah, I literally just, I don't like the way a compact gun feels in my hand, and that's just me. I'm a bigger dude. I like a bigger gun. Do all guns compensate for something smaller? Not really. Maybe the size of your brain, if you think it does. I carry the most comfortable gun I can carry, 642 in your pocket or Shield Plus at the 4 o'clock. There you go, man. And I will never, I'm not going to berate you. I'll make fun of you if you carry a Glock just because Glocks are so mediocre. It's hilarious. But I'm not going to hate on somebody for carrying a compact, subcompact, micro 9, whatever the hell you carry. Just protect yourself and practice with the thing. As long as you tell me you go to the range more than once a year with your carry gun, then I'm fine. There's Dirty Harry, and then there's Dirty Joe. There's also a Dirty Sanchez, but we don't talk about that on this channel right now. Hey, Bolt. Paul, what's up? Dude, the J-frame is so comfortable, and I got to wear a suit to work. It conceals nicely. Nice. You've got the Slim Tuck. I've used those before. I've heard the CZ P09 Nocturne is having issues. The P09 seems pretty proven. Why was it hard to add an optics mount to an old gun? Because they didn't just add an optics cut. The larger number of problems, as far as I saw, were with the compact variant, which is just a P07. But the minute you take that weight off of a slide from the cutting out that much material, you could cause cyclic rate problems. In fact, like the PMR 30, the 22 Magnum from Caltech, if you put a optic on it that weighs more than 1.6 ounces or something like that, it can cause cyclic rate problems. So it could just be that. It could be manufacturing things. It could just be a bad fluke. Like I said, Honest Outlaw just put up his new P09 full size today, and he says it's lovely. Looking for a second gun. My first was a Mossberg 590A1. Looking at the SIG M400 rifles, do you think that's a good choice? They're solid. They're a reasonable price. Easy enough to work on and maintain. So, yeah. You're 5'9", carry a SIG 226 Legion. I also go to the range every 2 weeks. Well, there you go, Chaos. What do I think, honestly, about Honest Outlaw? He's pretty solid. Sometimes he says things that are off a little bit, but he also doesn't pretend to be a do-it-all gun guy. Like, he doesn't gunsmith his own guns. He can work on his own guns, obviously, changing triggers, things like that. But he doesn't like gunsmith. He'll readily tell you that he sends his guns out. But he's an excellent shot. He deserves all the success that he's gotten over the years. And I have enjoyed a lot of his videos. Now, sometimes some of his videos aren't my style, and he seems to like tearing tactical stuff too much, but I like him in general. He's one of the few gun channels I still actually watch. How many extra mags do you carry? Just one. So I carry... I use Wilson Combat 8-round 45 ACP mags, so I have 17 total rounds, and that's enough. 49, thank you. You have a great one, man. Make sure to hit the like button on your way out. You carry a Barrett. Nice. Do Tauruses hold up? As long as you treat them right, sure. There's always manufacturing problems with any company. Taurus seems to have a higher number of them, lower quality control, but in general, if you have one that's working good and you maintain it, it will continue to work good. They do sometimes have some trigger reset issues if you're going too fast. They're not like a fast revolver, but they're pretty solid. You're not a big fan of Honest Outlaw. No worries. IWI Zion, MP15 Sport 3, or Psionics Patrol Carbine is what I take over the SIG. I don't know anything about the Psionics, but I could probably stand up with the IWI Zion for sure. No, but will last through what most will put them through, yeah. Honest Outlaw recycles a lot of his own content? Does he? I mean, he does a lot of the same videos every year. He does like top 5 pistols under $500 or whatever, but every year the market changes. But like he doesn't like re-upload his own content all the time. He uses footage from his own content, but hell, he made that content. He's more than welcome to use it. Okay, why did you don't mind? For example, I like to gain perspectives. There you go. What happened to your Jeep Compass? Number one, it was a Jeep Commander, and I was lied to about its electrical system. So I don't like doing electrical work, especially on something that has been touched, and I'm not the one that had done it first. I can do electrical work on cars. I've rewired entire cars. It's not that hard, but figuring out what somebody else screwed up is always an issue. So when I bought the Commander, it had an issue. I was told the issue was fixed, and the issue wasn't fixed, and that thing just wound up being a money pit. So I dumped it for like $600-700 or something like that. There's no bears behind me. DDP appreciates the chat. There you go. To use a handgun or a shotgun for home defense? Shotgun. Do you have any tips or tricks for bringing your shots more together? Slow down. Be smooth. Smooth is fast. You know, it's practice, 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 man. So, Zaxxon, it was worse than just having some electrical problems. The thing was from a buy here, pay here, and they had ripped out, whoever had it ripped out the locator. You know, a lot of buy here, pay here's will put tracking chips in their cars, and somebody had ripped it out on their own and screwed up the electrical system. I had it wired to a push button start. I bypassed the entire starter system. You probably get that a lot, but what is your rarest firearm? I don't get it a lot, mainly because I really don't answer that question. I mean, the rarest thing I have is I have the only sequential pair of Winchester 30-30 carbines to leave the Winchester factory. Winchester famously does not sell to distributors sequential number firearms. So they just grab random guns to prevent collectors from jacking up prices. But my grandfather worked for Winchester for 40 years. So he has, well, he had until he died. He picked out the stocks himself, walked the guns down the line the entire time during the manufacturing process. For me, older Smith & you guys are still talking about Smith & Wessons. Feels like he just puts out the same info from other videos from just a few months old. Yeah, well, what you're seeing, Strumboy, is he does first shots and then he does a 1,000-round review, so he tends to recycle the footage and he says the same thing. But what he does is he introduces a video and then he does a 1,000-round follow-up with it. So he'll do 2 of them within a month or so, or within a couple of months on the same gun. So yeah, it can be like that. And then if it's a gun that he got sponsored on or that he kind of likes or he wants to test, like some guns he'll do a torture test, a 1,000-round test, and he'll do updates in between. So I can't really fault him for that though, because that's how he's staying in good graces with companies. There's crows on your roof. Birdshot through the roof. Let's talk about autos for a sec. Who's got what wheels? Well, I just have a 14 Navigator. Trying to decide between a Smith & Wesson Governor versus a Taurus Judge. If you have the money, go with the Smith & Wesson. The Smith & Wesson has a much better build quality than the Taurus does. If you're just looking for something to play around with or something for a simple home defense, things like that, that you're not going to put 1,000, 1,500 shells through, like 410 or whatever, every month, then the Judge will be fine. Hey, Stone. Yeah, it is a sniper. It's a break action sniper rifle. Good for up to 10 yards. Bastard. Hardest thing I can think of is making a straight line with the holes touching. What are you talking about? When you're shooting? Yeah, shooting is very difficult because you also got to remember, depending on your distance from target, a millimeter at the barrel could be an inch at the target, depending on how far away you are. I have 2 judges. Holy shit! Stone comes in with a $50 donation and the word sniper. Fuck you. How do I send this back? I can't refund it to you, so I'll accept your money for now, you bastard. Bird shot through the roof and LAPD would be here. Yeah, but you just tell them you thought it was a wildfire and you were trying to shoot it to get venting to the roof. It's also been raining. Throw dry ice up there. Oh, throw rice up there then. They'll eat it and they'll explode. Finally, a real person. YouTube Shorts live. It's all pre-recorded stuff. And so, yeah, I do it 3 times a week. I appreciate you coming in, Pizza Burger. The governor holds 6 shots. Meh. You guys say frick every other word for 1 minute. No, that's not what it's for. He's put it in his sniper. No, that's totally different. I adhere to the rules, but I also will be a rules manager. Still, you said for 20. Yes, but it has to be a dedicated 20 for that. What are you doing with the Navigator? I have a question about the Dodge you want to get. Is there any story behind it, or you just like it? Which Dodge, Sway? So the Navigator is just my daily driver. It's my shop truck. So I can pick up big bundles and things like that. In terms of the Dodge I want to build, I gotta wait for my dad to finish building his truck's engine. How's my eyesight? It's all right these days. Isn't it $20 per fuck? It is if it's on a weekend. Hey, hi. Sorry I missed it. Hello. I will never pick a Glock over anything. Rules are merely considered suggestions. For big enough donations, they can be. Do I have a Glock? Yep. Hey, Jenks, what's up? Don't fucking spam the chats. Oops, yeah, I meant F. No, it's fine. The only way to stop bad guys with guns is to give the good guys guns. Pretty much. Damn it. Fucking hell. Fuck this fucking dumb fuckery. I fucking agreed. Fucking. Yeah. Fuck. Me. Fuck you. Fuck them. Fuck this. Fuck it. Fuck no. Fuck me. Fucking rules. Fucking limits. Fucking decency. Fucking someone fucking comes fucking in fucking here fucking and fucking sees fucking and fucking hears fucking me say fuck fucking fuck fuckity fuck for fucking a fucking minute. Fucking gonna fucking cause fucking problems. Fucking me fucking over fucking for fucking ever. Fuck. Okay. Fuck yeah. Fuck should, fuck you, fuck let, fuck fuck CNR, fuck license, fuck expire, fuck before, fuck you, fuck get, fuck fuck new, fuck one. Fuck no. Fuck are you at, fuck at, fuck the, fuck shop, fuck no couch, fuck. No. Fuck nearly, fuck there. Fuck lol. Fuck did. Fuck you. Fuck see. Fuck the fucking cash. Fucking app. Fuck no. Fuck I'm. Fuck on. Fuck the. Fuck phone. Fuck that. Fuck I. Fuck use. Fuck for. Fuck filming. Fuck the. Fuck live. Fuck am. Fuck I. Fucking there. Fuck. Yet. Fuck. Damn it. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. This fucking task fucking sucks. Fucking bull fucking crap. Fucking hell. It starts fucking apple, fucking banana, fucking cat, fucking dog, fucking elephant, fucking frog, fucking giraffe, fucking heron, fucking instrument, fucking juice. I said juice. Fucking kite, fucking llamas, fucking marmoset, fucking nincompoop, fucking ocelot, fucking panda, fucking quagmire, fucking running, fucking shit, fucking twat, fucking Uranus, fucking Venus, fucking Wonderworld, fucking X-rays, fucking Yolanda, and fucking no, fucking zebra. Am I done now? That's enough. Damn. Thank you. So that last 3 minutes will never be viewed by anybody ever again. He's fucking a lot of animals. You know what? They deserve it too. I've seen 605, 608 people are still talking about revolvers. Birds aren't real. I did 3 minutes. Good job. Thank you. No fucks given. I'm recording this so I can make it my alarm ringtone. If you're going to record something to be your ringtone, here, I'll make one for you. Ready? Hey, fucker, get the fuck up. It's time to fucking get going. You need to fucking do what you need to fucking do to be fucking successful today, you fucking fuck. Now get the fuck up. That was magnificent. Magnificent. You want another one? No, I'm good. Thank you. That 3 minutes could have cost me a lot of stuff. You know how many people are probably out there like angry now that I did that? We lost viewers because of it. Are we at the shop? Yes, we are at the shop. Yoink! You know what's going on? Stone's phone. That would be funny. I'm watching this from the shower. That's a weird thing to do. I approve. Bro looks bad. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sped up. Everything is running at a normal speed for me. Is it running at a normal speed for you? Everything seems fine for me. I don't know what to do. I'm looking out the window right now. There's cars going by. Hey, look, the lights are changing. That's really cool. That lady's walking down the street. Uh-oh, she just fell over. I hope she's okay. I don't know if she's okay, though. She looks like she's crying. Uh-oh, nope. Car just ran over her. Bummer. Everybody help this guy out. Subscribe, hit the like button, and share. Like. You like the black ceiling. So the previous tenants in here did that to make it darker. This used to be all kinds of stuff. Like there's some heavy duty electrical outlets on the wall that you can't see my arm pointing towards because this was also a tattoo parlor. And apparently if you have a tattoo parlor, you have to have black ceiling tiles. It's like a rule or some shit. Group hug in the shower. I hug myself. He means special ed. Guys being in it. Okay, thank you. I'm not wearing my helmet, so sometimes I'm not able to understand stupid. You know, they say stupid is what stupid does. And now I don't get it. Am I running any Viper red dots? Nope. Wait, be right back. All right, Sway, we'll see you when you come back. Now that our fuckfest is over. So do you want to see how long it takes me to have an anaphylactic reaction to eating almonds? Thoughts on bukkakis? The last one you participated in was probably your most recent. I hear the markup on firearms is not very high. It really isn't. On average, it's 10 to 15%. Edwin comes in with the noob emote. Floor food, still good. Chiappa Rhino or Glock 17. This paperclip. Go. Doctor, what's going on, Dr. Khan? Oh my God, I told someone they hugged themselves and it freaking blew their mind. So when I was young, I was a bit of a smartass. Who knew? And we had this kid who was extremely naive, I guess would be the thing. And I'll never forget him. He came up to us and unprompted. Now, we were in middle school, so this would have been 7th grade. I was... No, I was very young. Kid walks up to us and told us that we were the southbound stuff out of a northbound horse. I will never forget that. You should do the stream boss thing where there's another gun tuber that I watch and Justin does too, that he gets a lot of money out of it. What are you talking about? What's stream boss? Do the next stream on the roof. You really want me to be a roof Korean? Where is McManus? Probably knee deep in a stripper. Do you tell people online what your shop is called? Yeah, it's called Wind City Armory. I have a website. Everything is totally out in the open, man. I don't hide shit. I'm not one of those guys, man. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not somebody that has to value privacy because what you see is what you fucking get. So if you show up to my shop expecting me to be something else, I'm probably going to be even more reserved because I don't know you. Rat me out for being a content whore. Ah. The roof is on fire. Well, the people above me might get angry if I set the roof on fire. Okay, I was just looking for a new shop around here in Wind City. Looked like it might be it. Thanks. No problem, dude. 100%. Is that an air gun at the top? Yes, that is the only not real firearm. However, it is a 177 pellet that goes 1,400 feet per second, something like that. It's the Ruger Airhawk. What it do this fine evening? It do good, man. What's up? What is Stream Boss? I keep asking you and nobody will tell me. Somebody tell me what Stream Boss is. What are your hours at the store? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 11 to 6. Friday, 11 to 6. And Sunday, 12 to 5. I am closed on Thursday and Saturday. I know those are weird days, but they're days of the week. You know, I want my Saturdays and Thursday. Nobody's ever around. Break action, mouse. So break action. It's like I said, it's called the Ruger Airhawk Elite 2, I believe. If I get close to it, the live stream will end, so I can't pick it up. But even though it's just an air gun, that just makes me a dumb hoe. No. When you give it away for free, you're just a slut. I like potatoes. They taste really good when you fry them up good. Hello, Scott. Stream Boss is a donation-based boss. You become the stream boss for donating, and you get life points. Other people donate, you lose life points until you're taking out. Whoever takes you out gets boss next. Oh, that's I don't understand that. I'd have to actually read more. Have you ever used an air gun like the Bulldog where it takes a 357 slug? I have not, but there are air guns that I can get and sell that take up to 50 caliber hollow points. I don't have a good one, but I trust myself with one. I would get into trouble. Lol. Dude, that one is super loud. It's almost as loud as my 9 suppressed. It gets really competitive. Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't do this to make a living. You fools, I mean, you wonderful people giving me money, that's just, I don't even know how to react like the proper way. That's why I always do the prayer hands and shit. I'm just, I so appreciate that people even think that it's worth giving me $1, and you guys are just crazy for it. So I appreciate that. Every dollar goes into doing stuff for the channel, and goes into the store here, and just goes into trying to improve my life. So I appreciate that. Do I like Beretta guns? If so, which ones do you like? Yes. So I wish I didn't sell. I don't regret it, but I wish I didn't sell. There's a difference between not wanting to have sold and regretting. My 90-2, which was really cool, and then I had the 9211 SAO, but I wound up selling that as well. The JXP is actually pretty good, Stromboni. You want a 9mm PCP air gun so bad. Strongest gun you got? Right now it's probably like I've got a Marlin 1895 and 4570. Dang, yeah, that's too loud. Yeah, it can hurt your ears because it's 1,500 feet per second and it's a .177 caliber, so 4.6 millimeters. So imagine an MP7 kind of thing. It's breaking the sound barrier. Saw a couple smoking crack on a live stream. Yeah, that is kind of crazy. It's like me in Christmas gifts. I don't know how to react. Lol. What's your opinion on the Taurus G2C? I prefer the G3C, which is the updated version of the G2C. But if you can get one cheap enough, go for it. The reason I like the G3C is that you get more magazines with it, so you get 3 instead of 2. It's the newer grip texture and just as capable in my opinion. The STI, yeah, the Grandmaster is amazing. It's beautiful. Yeah, kind of wish I could keep it. What do you know about that homemade machine gun debacle? I don't get involved in that kind of stuff. It's out of my wheelhouse. Also, it's a different state. It's not for me to really get involved with. Check the general on the Discord. It's easy to understand overview. I will at some point. My lives are like 85% foreigners. Mine is not. Mine is much more American based. I do get a lot of people from Great Britain, Europe, UK area, and then a lot of people from the Pakistani, Middle East. But I'd say the vast majority is usually domestic viewers. That STI is my favorite you have right now. Yeah, it's beautiful. What's my thoughts on Taurus TH9? It's not a bad gun. Hammer fired. It's a little bit bigger than the G3 series. Definitely a solid handgun if you can get it for the right price. Mountain Man has to take off. Have a good night. Alrighty, Emmanuel, what's up? Do you think Beretta M9A4 Centurion worth the money? No. I think the Beretta M9 lineup, they just let it crawl up, and us as the buying public has just let it go. I honestly don't see it being worth much more than like $800. I don't think it's worth $1,000 or $1,100 or whatever it's at right now. Blue Bold, all that freedom on the wall behind you. You'll be all right. Most are from Russia with mine, but the Hindi comments are about as common. So also, like, because I'm not trying to be a YouTuber or a full-on whatever, I don't deal with that kind of crowd, and I don't really entertain that kind of crowd here. So that's probably another reason. Indians and disabled people are all YouTube thinks I want to see. Well, yeah, I'm big on Beretta, CZ, Grand Power, rotating pistols, the high powers. Oh, yeah. What's the one under the KSG? That is the Tanfolio Appeal 22 caliber long rifle. Wendlin, hi. You've got a 1301 and an M4 and an SPO1 or PO1? PO1. Only problem you have with Hindi, it's one of the languages you don't actually speak. One of the few languages that you don't actually speak. Well, each their own. That's why we have to translate. Bass, what's up? Have you seen all new suppressor deals going on? I have not. I haven't been paying any attention to it because I don't have a class 3 license right now. What's the gun you regret selling the most? The two that I regret selling equally, I sold Stone my CZ Shadow, or excuse me, my CZ Tactical Sport Orange, the one I threw down range. And then I kind of really do regret selling my DWX, but the main reason I sold it is because I want the optics cut version. I just haven't been able to get one from a distributor. I'm not paying full price. I know I can go on Gunbroker and get one for like $2,300, but cost on them is way less than that, so I'm not paying over cost. Do you think the HK VP70Z kicks more than a Makarov because it's straight blowback? It's got enough weight that no, it actually probably kicks back less, honestly, dude. Any new firearms on the website? No. Unfortunately, the way business is going right now, I'm having to go as slow as possible. So, unfortunately, I do apologize, but I have not been able to acquire new firearms recently. High point is, I don't know who you're talking to, Winlin. What's a good 9mm pistol? If you want to be boring and mediocre, go with the Glock because it'll be dependable and run fine. Smith & Wesson M&P series, CZP 10 series, Canik TP9 or Meta series, HK VP9 series. I'm trying to get fluent in Japanese and university level Russian and Hindi time, and then I can talk to pretty much anyone who comments. That's a good goal, man. Oh, nice. I need to find some Makarov ammo. I only have like 150 rounds or something. I can send you, I can see what's out there and give you, let me know what you're seeing for prices, Mouse. You carry a Block 19 Gen 5. And there's nothing wrong with it, Emmanuel. If it works, it works. And Glock 19s, they run. They run like a damn top. As long as you don't want to be happy. You're not talking to me. Oh, okay. Spectator, why is that a stupid goal for somebody to want to learn extra languages? There's nothing wrong with that. What do I think about a tactical shotgun for home defense? I use a Mossberg 930 tactical for my home defense, so I like them. Sounds good. Have an idea. We'll let you know off stream. All right. I always have like, even if I'm not staying. You always leave a like even if you're not staying. Lol. Appreciate that. If you're in North America, Spanish probably a better second language for the future for economic reasons. I mean, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but there's, in my opinion, if somebody wants to learn multiple languages, go for it. Bro, the Mossberg 590 is sweet for home defense. 100% Emmanuel. I just like a semi-auto shotgun. And I got mine for a hell of a deal. MP5, MP7, or MP9 if you could only choose one. I don't really like playing that kind of game. I will say the MP5 because I like the roller delayed blowback 9mm very much. Goal is to be fluent in all tongues, and doing it on live time on YouTube is just for shits and giggles. Yep. Carlos, am I open to trades? If you are local to me, possibly, but we're not discussing it on the live stream. You need to send me an email, wincityaarmory@gmail.com. You learn Spanish before English. I learned gibberish. So I'm half Korean, but my mom refused to teach us Korean because we lived in America. And she said, well, because you live in America and there was no intention of ever going back to Korea as a family, I didn't need to learn it. I think she just wanted to talk to all her friends. If you're in North America, learn to speak goober before Anathan Elf. Am I into pocket knives? Not really. I appreciate a good knife, but like I'm not one of those guys that's going to be crazy about it. I'm trying to get become the distributor for Benchmade here in my area, Virginia, and I'll carry other brands too, but I'm not like pushing for it. Null dull set net. Change of plans. We're going to do the range on Saturday instead of tonight. I'm just too damn tired. Well, rest up for the week, drunk. I don't use Korean characters. Knives don't do it for me either, but I have friends that are obsessed with them. Yeah, my buddy Daniel is super obsessed. He was showing me all of his knives one time. He's kind of gotten pared down his collection quite a bit. But yeah, at one time he had all these crazy ass knives. Thoughts on the FN Reflex XL? I said this at the beginning of the live. I really don't care for a gun that started as a micro 9 has been converted into a full-size handgun. It just doesn't do it for me. That's why I sold my Sig Fuse. It seemed cool to have a 17-round gun that was the same length as my goddamn 320, but it was thinner. That really wasn't a good enough reason, in my opinion. I'm sure the gun is fine. It's just not my style. Plus, I'm not a big fan of FN these days. Oh, Ziggy, if she was a Northern Korean person, I wouldn't be able to tell you anyways. Otherwise, my uncle Kim Jong would kill you. Y'all just realized I've been watching the beginning of the live for like 6 minutes. Whoops. Do you have a gun in reach, like say if somebody comes in to rob you? Yeah, I always keep one gun always near me. Knife guys ain't snobs. They also appreciate the cheap Chinese stuff. Oh yeah, 100%. And like, so I appreciate my QBs. Like these are, you can't read it because it's backwards, but QB is a knife company that like 2 years ago sent me a few knives, and I still carry their knives to this day because I like their knives that much. But I'd also appreciate a really nice, buck knife, Benchmade, whatever. Why what, Air? Yeah, my house spoke a weird mix of Spanish and High German growing up. Ah, nice. I can't believe you sold the Fuse before you even shot it. Yeah, well, I know the kid that bought it, so I'm happy for him. But there's a lot of guns I used to do that with. I'd buy them just because I wanted to be the first one to have one in my area, and then after I was done fudging with it, I'd get rid of it. What's your take on the SIG 320 crap that's flooding YouTube lately? It's content, and people use it to gain attraction and attention to their channels. I literally don't use YouTube outside of like 4 channels that I watch because they don't do that shit. And I don't watch gun channels. I don't watch a lot of channels actually just for that very reason. So I only watch channels that are educational and in it for actual like what I do, which is just to get information across. I don't get into that bullshit because the problem is I'm old enough. I'm 45 years old, guys. I'm old enough that I remember living a life without the internet. Living a life where if you wanted to know what was going on, you had to get a newspaper or call somebody or watch the news at 11 o'clock. We didn't have this 24-hour news cycle bullshit, and the world was better off for it. Dude, I can't did it. For me, I'm good with like 1 or 2 reliable pocket knives, but buying new guns is an addiction. I get that, Freedom. It's always like all of us. Whatever happened with the blacked out 320 special edition I had? Stone bought that one because I had the X5 Legion, the Spectre Comp Blackout. I wasn't happy with the finish on it, and Stone really liked the way it shot, so I sold it to him. I know about that addiction. Yep. Frick Diamondback pistols and car arms too. Yeah, I don't trust the Diamondback pistols. Their ARs are fine though. He's the Gat Man. Oh, nice. It's good. It went to Stone. Yeah, and I get to visit it a few times a year. So he's got a lot of my guns actually. His collection is solid because of me. And if you're listening, Stone, you have to admit I'm right. Although you've got some cool stuff. How's the metallurgy on this slide? The metallurgy on car guns is fine, but they're oversprung to the moon. And if you have the polymer frame car pistols, they have no internal metal guide rails. What about Diamondback receivers? Oh yeah, Diamondback receivers are fine. Diamondback actually makes the lowers for Daniel Defense. They're just not stamped Diamondback, they're stamped Daniel Defense. You don't watch racing vids or live rocket launches or anything? No, I really don't, man. So I watch a few computer builders. I watch if I don't have my playlist public, but I watch. Oh, sorry, the phone just reset for the new hour. But yeah, I really don't, man. Like all day today, I literally was just listening to Star Trek Starship breakdowns. Well, they're his guns now, lol. He can have them. For the most part, I don't regret selling any of them to him, other than the Tactical Sport Orange. I got a little roll bag with 10 pockets for flappers. It's hella empty since I lost half my knife collection. That sucks, dude. You're a good friend. Well, he had money and I needed to sell some guns. Oh, dude, if you knew the price I gave him on some of that shit, though, I gave him some really solid prices on a lot of those guns. But he's a friend. That's a big difference. When you're my friend, I'll always give you a deal. Thoughts on a Desert Eagle 50 AE? I sold mine because I never shot the damn thing, and all my buddies used to shoot it, and they wasted my ammo. I heard he broke the orange. Technically, yeah. It ran after I threw it. Favorite handgun colorway? I like just a nice, in 1911s, I like a nice stainless. If you're talking about like a standard polymer frame gun or something like that, just a straight up black one with like a DLC or a PVD coating is what I like. Sorry, there's a tow truck or something outside that's making a lot of noise. Only gun I really regret selling was my snubby Colt Detective for $300. Yeah. Explain that you threw a gun. Not much to really explain. I literally just threw a gun. Hold on, I'll show you guys this short because it's my video. I can show you whatever I want. Jimmini Show. Acorn. Acorn drill. So here you go. Also the free distress look that I gave it. Mint. So Acorn. Acorn! I'm hit! He's still moving! Little. Did you? So, there you go. Kind of regret selling my Glock 17. X10 is pretty good, yep. That looked like so much fun. I slowed down on the third mag because I was shooting at a Texas Star and I actually hit the freaking last plate on the first round. Yeah. US P17 mags? What looks fun, Mouse, not having to reload every 10 rounds? Uh, I wish I had a range like that out here. So that was Middletown's range, and I still have access to it if I really want to, but I just I don't do much with him anymore, so I don't want to take advantage of it because like I don't buy guns much from him anymore, although the PX4 Storm came from him. But I just haven't used his range, so I've been going back out to the gun club. Middletown actually built a range. Frick, man, it's been a minute since I stopped by. Yeah, they actually did. It's down where 66 and 81 cross. He bought like 100 acres over there, and he built the gun range back in 2022 into 2023. It's up and running. Been for a while. Just Google it. And there the orange flew. But that was before I took the finish off the side and made it look like a SIG 226 Equinox. Nice Air Sports. Sure. I've always bought mags directly from Keltec. I mean, yeah. So we're at 10 o'clock, so do me a favor. Hit the like button if you haven't yet. Just double tap your screen. The reason I ask, I don't ask for money. I don't ask for your phone numbers. I don't ask to date your mom anymore. But I do ask for a like because that just shows Google that this live stream is being interacted with. And it also shows them that a 2A channel can be promoted. So if you just do me a big favor, guys, just hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, consider getting subscribed. I do shorts, which I kind of make funny, and then I do the long forms where I look at a firearm like I was going to go buy the damn thing. So I'm not trying to sell you the gun that I review. I'm trying to determine whether something about the gun is worth buying. So I'm never trying to sell you a gun in a video. I'm just reviewing it with you. So, but you guys help me out by hitting the likes and doing all that shit because it just helps the channel grow. And I love you for it. Thank you. The 10 rounds suck, but I'm used to it. What do you expect from living in a communist state? Lol, communist country. Oh man, I just tuned in. Hey, what's up, Patriot? Steve, what's going on? Is it worth running a red dot on a home defense gun? Sure, why not? Just recommend having one that's just shake awake or comes on when you pick up the firearm. Having one that you have to stop and hit the button on the side of, that could be less effective. Rule number 1, don't touch gun. Rule number 2, don't let them see you touch gun. Remember seeing the proposal for that range, but I heard it got shot down. Good to know. So it was going to be in a different location, Roots, and so he bought farmland that was on the edge of Middletown, and he actually wound up buying an entire farm just to get the land. But yeah, they tried multiple times to shut it down. He only has pistol ranges because the rifle ranges required so much certifications because he had a lake and a river that runs through the property, and lead concerns. The city was using that as reasons to not allow him to have certain licenses. No. You'll have to look in your own country for stuff, Anthony. You cannot ship overseas. More mods to your CCW or less? So I carry a full-size 1911, usually so like I said, it's between the Springfield Operator and my Para Ordnance Blackout because they're both railguns, and I just like the way they feel. But no, I changed my grips, and that's about it. The Alien doesn't have Shake Awake. It's lame. Well, is that a 50 BMG? No, sir. Interesting. My buddy from Texas got pulled over, and cop saw the hollow sun dot through the shirt and made it all dramatic. And get out of the car in New Mexico. That's crazy. Response reasons on the range. So EPA gets involved whenever there's like a natural body of water or anything on the property. And the rifle range was next to a creek, so they were worried that it would poison the water supply, or at least that's what the city said. California is working on banning ranges due to lead poisoning. Yep. Taurus trigger upgrade suggestions. Go to Lakeline, Lakeline. Google it. Lakeline upgrades. They sell triggers and stuff. Guess they don't know where lead comes from. Literally everything comes from the earth. New Mexico sucks ass. Lol. Do you think Holoden red sights are good for the AR-15? Depending on which one you go with. Now, I'm going to show you what I run on one of mine because I happen to find my other one. So this is a company I really like. You can't read it because it's backward, but I love Primary Arms. This is their SLX 2.5 power lighted reticle, but it uses their ACSS reticle. The reason I like them so much, I don't know if you can see that. You see how it's got a lighted reticle, but it also, when it's off, I doubt you're going to be able to see it because I'm not going to be able to find the camera angle. No, almost. Anyways, it has an etched reticle that lights up. So that's what I actually run on my AR. This is a 2.5 power. I run a fixed 3 power on mine. Or excuse me, fixed 4 power. What do I think about Glock 43X MOS? Do what you want, man. I don't like Glocks, but the guns run. Love finding stuff after it's been gone for a while. I found it in the back of one of my storage closets. I totally forgot I had it. I picked up the box. I'm like, oh, well, this is already on my gun. And it was too heavy, and I opened it up, and it was actually in there. Is Kel-Tec Sub 2K a good truck gun? It's a reasonable truck gun. I mean, they're a pain in the ass to shoot, and they're not always reliable, but I really dig their 3 times Micro Prism 2. Excellent on an AKM. Yep. California is just using it to close ranges down. Yep. That optic sounds like quality. It really is, man. This is a Primary Arms. Primary Arms is a really good company. Like I said, ever since my first AR with one of these on there, I've run these almost exclusively. I used to run an EOTech with a magnifier, and I got rid of that. I did run a HoloSun 510. What's the big one? The 510 or the 511? But after I started using that on my rifle, that's all I needed because I just shoot at 100, 150 yards, and that's perfect for that. Flamethrower for home defense. Absolutely. Burn the whole place down. The 2.5 is dope. I have 2 of them. I think they discontinued them sadly, but they still have the 1.1, 3, and 5s. Yeah, I think they did too, but they're still available on sites. They're like 230, 240 bucks. I'm selling this one. This is literally brand new. It's never been on a gun, and but I'm selling it for a couple $100 because it's quality. Can't break into a house that's on fire. Actually, you can if you claim you're a fireman. Oh, I've heard good things about Primary Arms, and Jimmini just confirmed it. Yep. What is a better carry, Beretta APX A1 Compact or the actual carry? Whatever you comfortably practice with, my friend. Whatever you comfortably shoot. I carry a 5-inch 1911, my guy. So whatever one you shoot better is the one that's going to work best for you. Yeah, I don't know what you're asking, John. Yeah. I was looking for a driver board for a monitor, and I couldn't find it. And I was looking through stuff, and I found that. Found one of my Movado watches. And what's better, a musket or a shotgun? Depends. If you have time to prepare it, a musket can be a lot of fun because you can put whatever you want in there, and it's got a bigger, usually, opening. Did you lose weight? A little bit, Susu. So I had kidney failure a week and a half ago because I was eating like a trash frickin' panda again. After that, so I'm not eating nearly as badly, and I'm not drinking as much stuff. Like, this is all the water I've had since noon, and it's not even half of this bottle. Also, I'm eating a lot of vegetables and things like that. So yeah, I've lost 10 pounds in the last week. Sniper musket. They actually, who was it? There was a company that built a suppressed musket or a suppressed muzzleloader. PA is good stuff, but their pricing has been creeping up more than they're worth. I will agree to that. I think all optics are too damn expensive, but at a couple of $100 for a quality like this, for a couple of $100 is a solid price. Now, if this was $500, that would be insane. But for a couple of $100, that's perfectly fine. Is Taurus Judge loaded with 410s a good truck gun? Yes. Oh, I saw that video. The suppressed musket was interesting. Yep. Hope you recover well, bro. I'll keep you in my prayers. Thank you, Todd. I'm doing okay. The main thing is I have to watch my diet very, very closely, and trust me, it's pissing me off. When I went shopping the other day, freaking walking through the store, and they had apple pies, but they had buy one get one free. So why the hell do I'm not gonna. I didn't even want the box of 6, but if I bought 6, then I would have to take 12. Otherwise, I'd be throwing money away. And then I'm standing there with 2 boxes of freaking sugary ass apple pies going, this is stupid. So I put them back and bought a bag of carrots for 99 cents. Yeah, it's definitely worth a couple hundred all damn day. Good. Stop on by and buy the damn thing off me. It's always a little baked treats that trip me up too. Yep. So I'm just like, I have a bag of carrots, a bag of celery, some peanut butter, and then some light Italian dressing. So if I want snacks, I'm just eating that stuff, man. Good for you. Thank you. You gotta stay on the edges of the stores. That's where they keep the healthy food. So I literally have a walk through my local grocery store. So I walk in, I park on the side where the frozen foods are. I'll go in, I go down the aisle with like frozen vegetables and like tortellini and ravioli. You can get a huge bag of beef ravioli for like $4. That'll make like 4 different meals for $4. It's $1 a meal. But also mixed vegetables for like $2 for a big bag, which I've been eating for lunch lately. I'm actually drooling over vegetables. That's how pitiful I am right now. And then I'll circle around to meats, like sausage or turkey or things like that, some lean meats, things like that. And then I'll go through the produce department, get some apples if I'm feeling like something sweet, or I'll grab a head of lettuce or shredded lettuce. And that's basically all I'm eating right now is just pretty healthy food, which pisses me off. Penny loves carrots. They're good for her eyesight. You did ask your Bible study group to pray for me. Thank you. Pizza or lasagna? I'm full on Sicilian, so lasagna, but pizza's good in a pinch. I love tortellinis and raviolis. And dude, the store brand, it's like $3.70 to make 4 meals. So I just got a jar of Parmesan cheese and some Betty Country Crock butter style stuff. Just some butter and some cheese and freaking there you go, man. Sounds like a good shopping system. It really is. It's also cheaper that way because I can spend $40 and that'll cover me for an entire week now. I thought you were a Scientologist. Lol. Hey, what is up, Fish? Hey man, how's it going? Good to see you on again. I had a question. Is there any way to prevent squib rounds? Use good high quality ammunition. A squib load usually happens either due to a oversized round or undercharged round, or it's usually a manufacturing issue with the ammunition. So use good ammunition. How accurate can you be with a bow and arrow over long distance? Some people are really, depending on the distance you're talking about, but most bow and arrows, how far do most bow and arrows shoot? Like compound bows and stuff? What are they, like 100 yards, maybe? Heard used aimpoint optics are the cheapest. You should go for reliability. They're also the footage of the Romeo 5 being used in the Ukraine conflict. So I'm not a huge knowledgeable guy when it comes to rifle optics and stuff like that. Aimpoint is so fucking overpriced. Sorry. And I don't believe that aimpoint is the cheapest you should go. You should go with whatever the majority of people are using. How often do you shoot? Not as often as I used to. When I decided to open the store, it destroyed my ability to go to the range. I used to shoot every week. I haven't shot now since the last time I went down to see Stone. Still outshot his ass, though. Have you seen the bow and arrows that shoot ball bearings? I think it could kill someone. No, I haven't, but that would be crazy. Check out John Dudley long range bow shooting. I'll have to check that out. Vance's Outdoor has Federal 9mm for $10.99 a box right now. Jesus. What's good ammo? Like, can you tell that's good? So, avoid reloads. What you want is factory new ammo and from reputable manufacturers. Federal is pretty okay, but like Seller and Bellot, Magtech, Fiocchi, and even some of the other brands like Sterling seems to be doing pretty good, but they're still so new. But yeah, I would say CCI Blazer Brass, Seller and Bellot, Magtech, and Fiocchi. But I usually shoot Seller and Bellot. So for example, like this is what I normally shoot. So Seller and Bellot, 115 grain, just standard full metal jacket, good stuff, and it hasn't been reloaded. It's typically when you're dealing with reloads that you have more issues. Some things being thick enough and hard enough and comparable to human skull punches right through it. What? It's crazy cheap for 9mm. What, $15 a box? Yeah, it's pretty solid. Are you talking about the $10.99? Yeah. You don't trust Sterling? Yeah, well, like I said, I use Seller and Bellot for most of mine. If they don't have that, I'll usually go with Fiocchi for my second choice. One of your favorite because it's great to shoot and the box size for storage is a plus. Yes, that's true. Had some problems with Fiocchi in Wyoming at high altitude. Didn't I? Good to know. I'm only at 1,000 feet, so. Anything for protection like a vest? No. I train for just everyday carry and stuff like that, so I don't train wearing a vest at all, and I don't want to wear a vest every day, so personally, no. But if the zombie apocalypse happened or they drop nukes and stuff, I know where there's a bunch of LARPers that I know that I could take out pretty easily and take their equipment if I need it. Because when they should be trying to get out of the dangerous area and into a safe area, they're going to be at home trying to put on a vest, and Uncle Joe's going to get himself a free vest. It was freezing temperature too in Wyoming. Really didn't help. Seemed really underpowered, but no squibs. Interesting. Thanks, bro. Seriously, man, your content is so useful and helpful, and knowing you go live to answer questions is freaking awesome. So thanks for always being patient with the questions. I try to, Ambrose, and I try to answer everyone. Obviously, I'm going to miss some. I apologize, especially if I have to go into a longer explanation. But thank you guys for being patient. What's your thought on M&P Shield EZ9? It's perfectly serviceable. The EZ has the grip safety, so for carry, if you're not used to carrying a gun, it helps to have an extra safety on it. Yeah. How many gun companies or ammo companies reached out to for becoming a dealer of them? None. So I'm only working directly through distributors. I'm not working directly with companies. Technically, Rock Island is the first company to actually call me directly, but that was just because of the issues we were having. AAC makes decent stuff also. Haven't had an issue with their pistol or rifle ammo. See, the perceived notion with AAC, some people think there could be a problem with it is because it's owned by Palmetto State, but I also have not had a problem. I've shot a ton of their 5.7 ammo and it's run great. Going to turn them into IRL loot drop boxes. Pretty much, man. Like I said, there's these fools that are going to be running around thinking that they need to put on their vest before getting out of town. Plus, body armor doesn't protect the head unless you're wearing a helmet. We LARP hard around here. Dude, I don't mind if you practice with armor. Just don't act like in an emergency situation you're going to be ready to go and put on fucking an entire vest in freaking seconds, right? So, hold on. So I bought this off a cop the other day, okay? So to put this on, you have to make sure it's sized for you. Obviously, you're going to do that. But you got to take the time to do all that shit. I'm not putting it on because it's not mine, but I have armor, but it's not mine. But this is NIJ AR 500 steel. This whole thing weighs like 40 fucking pounds. Why do I want to struggle with putting 40 pounds of armor on just to get out of town? I don't. And that's the point. I don't. Never fired an RPG. Let's see. How do you feel about AR9s? They're fine. I like any gun, honestly. There's brands I don't like, but guns are fine. My fat is my own built-in vest. There you go. Save the vest for me. Sorry, I already sold it. One of my buddies wanted it. If you had no limit, what fire? No, I don't answer those kind of questions, my guy. Sorry. I think light chest rig is more practical. So yeah, soft body armor, something that's like 2A, would probably make more sense. Like I said, I bought that from a cop that was moving. And those plates are from 2022, so they're still valid. But yeah, it's just one of those things where, for me, I'm not ever in a position where I need to have body armor. Let me know if you get another one, no problem. You've been loving the KP9, nice. Freedom Munitions makes remand armor, and I was having troubles with some of their primers. Yep, so Freedom Munitions as well as Phoenix ammo. Although I had better luck with Phoenix, but I've still had some ammo, some rounds where you're firing one round is really loud and the next round is really soft. But I haven't had squibs and I haven't had failures, but I've had some weird sounding rounds from Phoenix. Is the APF dueler good or just looks cool? Which one are you talking about? The double barrel 1911? It just looks cool. What do I think about the Bodyguard 2.0? It's very small. I only held one and I did a quick video on one. I haven't shot one yet. I'm not a big fan of super small guns, but it did feel pretty good. Good to know. Thank you, but I must now depart to further explore this kingdom. Luck to you. Thank you, sir. You as well. I didn't want a vest until you just showed that one. Thanks, Joe. Sorry. Do I have an HK-CC9 yet? Nope. Who needs body armor when you got buns of steel? I don't need body armor. I just have enough of a lack of morals to know that I'm going to shame you if we're in a situation where we need to get away and only one of us is going to make it. It's going to be me. Damn it! Unless you train it, pre-stage your stuff, ceramics cut down on the weight. I live in an urban area with a history of civil unrest and other BS, so armor is important to me. And again, if you practice with it, great. That's absolutely, especially if you live in an area where it could become relevant, absolutely. But where I live, it's not as big an issue. I'm not saying I live in the world's best place ever, but I literally left the keys in the center console of my Challenger in front of my house for a week on accident one time. Nobody stole the car. Just look cool. Yep. Joe has made me buy so much amazing crap. Sorry, if I had known, if I'd realized that it would make you buy it. But no, my buddy was looking for one. Now I know. So I carried an extra 60 pounds for nothing. It's just like if you're in the woods with a bear. You don't have to be faster than the bear. You have to be faster than your friend. You want a new shotgun? You want a new shotgun for duck hunting? Is Winchester any good, or should I get a Beretta? Both are fine. Winchester, like a lot of their bird hunting guns, are built in Turkey now, so just be careful of that. Berettas are pretty solid, but I'm pretty sure I had a problem with a customer's Beretta, and I had to send it to a third party for gunsmithing because Beretta stopped servicing their guns after a certain number of years. So keep that in mind if you're going to buy a used one. Your car would be gone if you left your keys in there here. Dude, my car would have been gone if I just freaking parked it outside of a freaking convenience store. A 21 Scat Pack in red? Yeah. What do I think of Volquartsen arms? They're very expensive, and I'm not a big 22 guy, but man, their stuff is nice. Although, if you have a Ruger Mark 4 Light, the 45 Light, you can get the Volquartsen top for like 400 and something bucks. So if I ever get somebody to trade in a cheap Mark 4 45 Light, and I get it cheap enough, I'm definitely going to Volquartsen that one. But Mrs. Mouse says you're fat friend. Me? I'm fat friend. Oh, she says you got to bring your fat friend outrun. Oh no, I have all my fat friends, and I don't have feet, and I know people I can still outrun. Bretta went downhill when they left Maryland. Ah, no offense, Joe. I think I can outrun somebody with no feet. Lol. Yeah, but I'm armed. Can you outrun me when you don't have a knee? I said I'm going to Shane you. You ever watch Walking Dead where Shane kneecapped the guy he was with to get away? Is flashbang any different from concussion? Yes. I drive a shitbox with 330,000 miles. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, Kortson is worth it, dude. I did the whole shebang to my Ruger Mark IV, and it's amazing. Yeah, my problem is, Mouse, and I've said it on many lives, the minute I start tinkering with a gun and I get done building the gun, I get bored with the gun, and then I sell the gun. So, Stone, be prepared. You're going to get a Volquartsen probably this year. Probably running the wrong direction. Nice. She wasn't calling me fat. I am a little pudgy still, so I need to lose some. I need to lose about 20 more pounds. Hey, Bruce, did you watch The Walking Dead all the way through? No, I watched it up until season 9, and I just kind of skimmed the rest of the episodes because honestly, the stories were so friggin' boring. And was 9 when Chandler left the show? Whatever. When that character dies, it completely deviates from the comic books. So it makes me go all the way back to when Glenn gets his head beat in. It didn't need to happen. They should have just killed Abraham. Just filed a Form 4 today. How long you think it's going to take the government shutdown? If the government shuts down, they won't get processed until it opens back up. It's e-file though, so if it makes it through their automated NICS background check, you might have it tomorrow, dude. Not me. You got 7,100 rounds for yours. See, I don't know what it is with me, dude. I am the kind of guy that, for me, it's the thrill of the chase, the thrill of finding stuff and getting it for a good deal. That's why Stone has so many of my old guns, because I found them at great prices. I passed those prices on to other people, and then I'm actually happy doing that. I don't know what it is. Like I said, that's the other reason why I don't keep a lot of my guns here, because I would get rid of them in a fucking heartbeat. You want one? The Volquartsen? Yeah. You got shot in the knees once. I ran pretty far before I cared too much. Oh, adrenaline can make you work through stuff. That's why I'm going to take you out with my 460 XVR. Your knees are going to explode. You have 20,000 rounds of 22. Nice. Yeah, I'm armed as well. Then it's a fair fight. May the best Joe win. How about I find most of my, that's how I find most of my guns I deal hunt. So I don't even, here's the craziest thing, man. I don't know why. And it's the same reason that you guys come and hang out with me all the time. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe I have a David Koresh kind of thing about me. But when I go to a pawn shop, right, all of a sudden, the next time I go back, they've held something for me. Not just my buddy's pawn shop, but the one clear out in Manassas or up in West Virginia. These people, I talk to them for 10 to 15 minutes, and it's like they drank the frickin' Kool-Aid, man. And I'll come in, and I'm so fucking grateful when somebody actually has that kind of like attachment to me. I don't understand it. Like, I don't think I'd be a friend of mine. But yeah, I'll go and I'll talk to people, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey man, look, dude, I remember when we were talking. You said you might want this, so I got this, and I'll sell it to you for 50 cents. Yeah, but it's worth $1,000. That's fine. Give me $1. Boom, 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 boom. Where can you find a flamethrower? Anywhere. They're 100% legal. So many? I've only got like 5. Hold on a second. Let's count without counting out loud. I know of 8 off the top of my head. Fuck you for being so right. If you and Joe were in the woods and a bear showed up, you'd slap each other and both run smack into a tree and knock yourselves out. Yes, but I have diseased, I'm stumpy, so the bear would try to eat me and he'd be like, ugh, this tastes funny. Did I ever send you a pic of my Mark IV after I did all the Vorkorts and stuff? Yes, you did. It's a beautiful gun. Lol. Thoughts on the Atlas Cerebus? I've seen videos on the Atlas. I've never held one. How's the store doing? It's plugging along. Needs to grow. 8 what? 8 guns that I've sold them. Yeah, 8. And that's just off the top of my head. There may be ones I'm not even thinking about. I love the Mossberg Maverick and 7-shot 3-inch Magnum. Great truck gun. Oh, dude, man. Yeah, the Maverick is a great shotgun. Absolutely. Show me a Glock 19. Go to Google and type Glock 19. I can't pick up guns on live stream. Google doesn't allow it. Oh, nice. Those are rookie numbers, though. No. If you saw what guns they are, they might be rookie numbers, but they are quality guns that he got. Love the Maverick 88. Mavericks are surprisingly good. Gotcha. Hey, Sunfish, what's up? What, did you have to turn your volume down, Stone? You can turn it back up. No. One was Buck and one was my brother's. One's with my wife, so on 5, only 5 are mine. I still think there's more than 8. Stone was putting his kids down. Wall. Every time you got a new collection of guns. No, FG, I just have them rearranged or I'm in a different room, that's all. You like the Mossberg safety? Yeah, it's not terrible. What time we got? 10:30? So, I'm trying to read. So I use a 32-inch television as a computer screen, and the pixel ratio is really fooky, so it hurts my eyes a little bit. My daily carry Kel-Tec 380. It fits my pocket perfectly. Well, there you go. I don't know if you've already made a video, but what are your thoughts on the Ruger RXM? I'm a huge fan of the fire control unit being removable. I think it's a really good step for the industry. So, here's my opinion on it. Until there is a plethora of frames available for it, it is nothing more than a dagger with good build quality. I made a short. I sold the RXM before I could do the full video, but I made a short where I literally just took the barrel out of the dagger, put it in the RXM, and put that on top of the dagger's frame, and it all functions 100% together. Literally, a Ruger RXM is a dagger that's a little bit more expensive, but you have much better build quality until there's a plethora of grip modules available. I have not heard of Stifler Manufacturing. Leave a like on the stream, everyone. Yup. Hello, man. I hope you're having a blessed day. It's going pretty good, Billy. Make sure you hit the like button. If we get to 100, I'll have a better day. Might even get a chub. My worst gun is a Turkish Dickinson 12-gauge shotgun that made the Marine finish tarnish quickly. Gotcha. I don't know too much about Turkish shotguns. I kind of avoid them. Black Ace's tactical makes some fun stuff like a bolt action and a lever action and shit. My worst gun that I've heard a lot about Diamondback being the best budget. Do you agree? Diamondback and Radical Firearms are both American-made AR-15 brands that you can get in the $500 range to start, which makes them very good value for their money. So yeah, I would probably say for like a not needing to change a bunch of shit rifle, yes. Those 2 brands are the brands I would recommend. But you can get guns like the ATI Omni Hybrid if you want to go something stupid like a polymer body for in the 3s. There are some companies that sell AR-15s down in the 3s. Delton makes one that you can get for around 4. But I don't trust those as much as I trust the Diamondback and the Radicals. Hey, Zoth. Hey, you better again yet? 90%. I'm still doing okay, but I still have some stuff going on. You have a Radical P3, nice. Escort shotguns aren't bad. They're not bad, but they're not like super high end. Is it legal to 3D print your own gun? Yes. As a private United citizen, United States citizen, you are allowed to manufacture a firearm. You do not need to have a serial number on it as long as it's for private use. If you are intending to sell a firearm, you will then become a manufacturer. You will need to file paperwork. You will need to have serial numbers, blah, blah, blah. Technically, as an FFL, I don't even need your gun to have a serial number to take it in, but then I have to give it a serial number. Worried about my gun guy. Thank you, Zoth. Just go Diamondback lower, BCM upper. It's a good way to do it. Absolutely, Milton. So, Sightmark red dots, they're Chinese glass. They're pretty solid glass. I think there are better ones on the market. Thoughts on the macro? It's fine. I don't like short barrel, big frame guns. I went and counted. It was 9. Told you. Who loves us some Jimmini Show? Lol. ATI makes AR-15s for $300. Yep, and they're a great way to waste $300. Love Diamondback uppers. Haven't had a problem out of my 300 blackout. So I am a fan of custom builds, especially for my ARs. They're so modifiable. They're so changeable that you might as well just build if you're going to do anything other than just shoot it as it is, build one. Because you can change everything on it. I've got Bravo Company charging handle, Butler titanium nitrided bolt carrier group. I've got a unique AR's upper. I've got the primary arms on it. I've got 45-degree irons, Magpul furniture, ambi safety, Franklin Armory binary trigger in it. So my gun is completely unique to me, and I love it. So it tends to be a lot more expensive. Like, to duplicate mine is $3,500, but it never has a problem. If you buy an Omni Hybrid, you deserve what happens. Pretty much. Dagger still worth it? Sure, absolutely. I mean, it's a Gen 3 Glock clone, but at least it's priced right. Bravo Company's where it's at. I really do like them. I've got the BCM Gunfighter Ambi. Do I have to get a tax stamp if I want to put an 11-5 barrel on my stripped down lower, which already has a 16-inch barrel? If it's been registered on the 4473 as a rifle, yes. If it is registered as a receiver, no. So if your gun came in and it was just the receiver and your paperwork said receiver on it, now, this also requires that the ATF wants to investigate you so hard that they go back to the store where you bought the gun and get the 4473 and look at it and see how it was filled out. But if your lower was registered as a receiver, you can build it any way you want at any time. If it was registered as a pistol, you bought one with a brace, like the one that's back there, like that one is a pistol. I can put a 16-inch barrel and a stock on it and return it back to a pistol because it's always a pistol. But if it's a rifle on the paperwork, it cannot be turned into a short barrel. Oh man, I spent a lot on my AR build, but I only shoot my rifles like once a year. Yeah, but you're in California, so. You just think they're going to try to ban FRTs? They already tried once. They pulled them from the market. FRT sued, got the right. They won their legal case, and they became legal again. But they're always going to try to do that because I talked about this earlier in the live stream. The problem with FRT and Super Safeties and all those companies that manufacture a part like that, they're very easy to install them in a way that turns them into machine guns. By faultily installing it, by using it off-label, by putting it in wrong, you can make them act as auto-seers. That's not the fault of the parent company. That's the fault of assholes who decided to turn their product into something else. What do you think about the P320 and unintentional firing? What is up today? Like, it's cycling. Are you guys watching the beginning of the video and then coming back around? So I blame 95% of it on stupid people jumping on the bandwagon and claiming that their gun went off because it's so much easier than saying I'm an asshole and had a negligent discharge. So I don't put any credence into it. I put about as much credence as I do into Ben Stoger when he did his drop test. Okay, yes, he proved that guns with no firing pins will go off when you drop them. Polish AKs. I have two, bought 20 years ago. They are both runners. Any opinions? No real opinions. If you like them, cool. Thank you for clearing that out. No problem, dude. FRTs are really expensive. My buddy in Texas told me they're like $700. Not sure. I know they're a pain in the ass though, because like I think they don't let you buy them with credit cards anymore. I never looked into them because anything multi burst. Yeah. So Delta Team Tactical has a 3-position for 700. There you go. Still too much money. Yeah. So the Franklin Armory binary trigger, the one that I have in my AR, I've had it for years, but I think it was like a $380, $400 trigger. Then it makes you use more ammo. Yep. I hear all this stuff and think must be nice. Dude, it really isn't. It's such a pain in the ass to load mags. I was able to make my old 320 go off by hitting it on the back of the slide with a dead blow, but it took some effort. Yeah, and again, I'm not saying that the guns can't go off on their own. I have really looked, so I have taken apart first release 320s and the current lineup. Like my X5 Legion has a completely different drop safety than the original 320s. So what they did was they manufactured the drop safety so that it was too easy to, so when the gun fell, the inertia on the drop safety was forcing it up, so it was allowing the striker to go home. It was a major design flaw, but it again required the gun to go in a direction that isn't natural for the firearm. Same thing with the ones that accidentally discharge. If you look at them, like the one for the cop, the one that was all over YouTube, that Sig Sauer completely exposed. He didn't have it all the way in the holster, and he was using a fucking omnivore with a trigger retention. That's why I never use a trigger retention holster. FRT wants you to pay in Bitcoin. That makes sense. Although Bitcoin is honestly even more trackable than anything else, in my opinion. So my buddy has the Mac 5 clone and he loves it. I haven't really shot it, but a little bit. I bought a wide open throttle at the gun show. There you go. Wide open. Yeah, I know what I was calling it wide open throttle. Sorry. You guys allowed to have your own range in Barstow, Barstow. Barstow's not a real place. Will Beretta go off when dropped? I don't know. Try it. Stone, you've mastered the Dremel. Can you run a drill press? Then put real parts in the lower. SFR. You just need a Dremel, dude. They make a Dremel press. Glocks can do the same stuff if you bubble the trigger components. So, Austin, yes, 100% they can. Hello from Rhode Island. How's Rhode Island doing today? So, Zaxxon lives in an area where I'm guessing he's got federal land. Do you carry a gun? I carry the whole fucking team, girl. But wide open triggers are legal. Yep. Would you recommend a 16-inch barrel for my first AR or a pistol with a brace? Depends on what you're trying to do with it, my friend. Really doesn't matter. I mean, if you're comparing 5.56 ballistics, you want a 16-inch for more speed, but I literally live down the street from Bond Arms. Nice. You're at Rhode Island at work until 2 a.m. Shit. BLM land is hard to find. The only one I know is Sketchy Hodge Road. All best home defense gun. Shotgun. and a phone that shoots bullets, shaped like bullets, out of a hole that bullets come out of. So a gun. You guys ever mess with blue dot optics? No, I haven't. Never even heard of them. It's all over the desert there, Mouse. Thoughts on an AR foregrip? So I don't use a foregrip at all because I magwell hold. Because of my nerve damage, I can't hold my arm out for long periods of time. My arm will completely go numb. So I mag hold, and it works for me. I would use a hand stop or something, especially if you're going to C-clamp, but I know a lot of people like Magpul angled foregrips. I'm not dropping my Beretta 92FS and damaging it for the test. Hey, if you guys want to send me the money, I'll buy one and do the test. Jackson, it's sketchy. I only went a couple of times. Nice. Lucid Optics makes blue dot. They claim it's easier for the eye to pick up. That'll be interesting. So, like a true blue LED, which is what dots use, are very hard to manufacture and get a good quality dot. So as long as the dot is bright, also blue outside of the sky, like if you're shooting at targets and stuff, blue is not a naturally occurring color in nature. SpaghettiOs or ravioli? Ravioli, my guy. Can you shoot coyotes in Virginia? Yes, on private land, absolutely. You have an AR-15. Nice, David. We are at 100 likes. Fuck it, I'm leaving then. Get on the 10, go west, just past Banning. Oh, yeah, you're saying that like you're one of 5 people that live in Wyoming. I like foregrips on short ARs. On longer ones, I prefer rail covers. And again, to each their own. Like that one has a hand stop on it, but it's not a grip. So fuck you, ATF. It's not a vertical. Sorry, I use the word fuck every other word for like 3 minutes or more. So tonight is cussing. Sorry. It's California, Joe. I grew up there. You say that like it's a good thing. Hot Pockets or pizza rolls? Pizza rolls, my guy. Although a ham and cheese Hot Pocket is really good sometimes. When you want really salty cheese, get a Hot Pocket. Mouse, click on my channel. They're off-road vids. Nice. SFR is telling me where. Gotcha. Another way to find out is to, if next time you're in Vegas, go to a casino, find some dude in a pinstripe, like $3,000 suit, and ask them where they take troublemakers. You'll find the best land. You won't leave it, but you'll find it. Past that by Cabazon. Lol. Dude, I drive an hour and I have a range to myself. Nothing came close to the Golden Coast. No, literally, we're floating away. I hope so. That'll be funny. I can't wait to watch it on YouTube. Live on YouTube. California finally becomes the new Hawaii. Passing a semi-automatic firearms ban in Colorado, the worst ban in the U.S. I thought somebody said they already passed it. That it already went in through the House. But ham and cheese Hot Pockets are so dangerous. Yeah. I haven't been to Vegas in a long time. Dude, you want to pretend you're in Vegas? Just go downtown somewhere in Los Angeles, pick up a hooker. Maybe they're a dude. Maybe they're not. Maybe they have an STI. Maybe they don't. Maybe their John is going to roll you. Maybe he won't. Dude, that's like eating shrimp at a $2.99 buffet. Just fucking roll the dice. Spaghetti or Alfredo? I like a good spaghetti with, it's got to have pepperoni, meatballs, sausage, all of it in it. I want meaty meat with extra meat. You know what I'm saying? I drive 30 minutes and I have a private. Yeah. Yeah, but you got a private range that requires you to sign a waiver. The one I go to, they're like, lol, good luck. Mouse, I could show you an interesting day, lava tubes, 100-year-old mine, and shooting all in the same day. I walk 40 feet and I have a private range. Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan? Bruce Lee for technique, Jackie Chan for realism. Jackie Chan isn't afraid to show that it hurts to get kicked. Think it's the time? Yes, it is. Lots of ranges and clubs within 45 minutes. Yep. This is the most American thing I've ever seen. It better be. In a minute, I'm about to choke out a bald eagle with a hooker's pimp cane. Would you visit Korea? No real reason to. I'm 45 years old, man. 45 years of development in Busan City, Korea. Dude, it's all skyscrapers and shit. There's no reason for me to go. I don't even like going to the Smithsonian. Why the fuck would I go overseas? That's what my brain tells me. I have no, and I left when I was 5 months old and I've never been back. You're gonna check out the channel. Yep. In your opinion, would I be able to sue Colorado State for the ban? No. In the United States, state trumps federal. States are allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. So unless you guys actually get together, sign enough petitions that forces your state to do it the right way, you cannot sue for 2A rights infringement, because you had the opportunity when they were proposing these bills, not you specifically, but your state had the ability when these were being proposed to en masse oppose these positions. But because your state failed to step up and protect their own 2A rights, the lobbyists and the assholes in control, RG, fuck yeah, fucker, fucking yeah. But because your state failed to stand up to the state, you guys lost your rights. So unfortunately, you can't sue when your state is the one that fucked up. Basically, if you're 1 mile from home, it's legal to shoot. Nice. Lived in Gunnison. My eyes are going blurry. That's it. I'm going to go on SFRs. Awesome. Sounds good. All right, guys. It's 11 o'clock-ish. I'm going to bed. You guys hit the like button. I got to pack up all my shit and get out of here. Yes, you can try to break in, but you won't find guns on my store because I put them away. I'm a very safe man. Yeah, definitely safe on the weekend. Definitely safe. Dang, joined right at the end. Woof. Dude, you know when I go live, it's 8 p.m. Eastern for 3 hours. I'm sorry, bud. Come back on Friday. Skip school. All right, guys, do you think the larger Hellcat is worth the money? Yeah, whatever you're comfortable with. Sorry, Redneck. I wish you, yeah, sorry, man. Roots, you got to stop in sometime. You sort of figuring out how to use Discord. Oh, yeah, definitely, dude. Join in. Enjoyed the stream. Thank you. Airmax, thank you. Drunk Mouse with the flags. Everybody, hit the like on your way out for me, would you? Just, it helps the channel grow. Just, it really does. You know, Google needs to understand that they need to cow down to you guys, the viewers, and do things that you guys want to see. So if you like the video, you hit the likes, and these motherfuckers know that, hey, man, maybe we should stop shadow banning. Maybe we should support the 2A community. Maybe we should not be assholes, because someday Elon might actually get enough money together to buy us, and then it's going to be a free-for-all on here. So I'm out of here. You guys have a great night. I'll talk to you later. Send me an email. Win City Armory. Go there. Check out shit. Leave me a message.